I wasn't sure what to expect.
I just know I was expecting more. More choices,
More direction,
More one-on-one.
more passion,
more push, more drive.
more of a kick in the pants.
Knock it out of the park. And
This is my launch pad.
And now I know, tomorrow,
My tomorrow
it's going to be more extraordinary
than I ever expected.
right here,
Right here.
right here at Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow.
Write code, design games, and create virtual reality. Or design logos, shoot photos, and create stop-motion animations. Other institutions make you wait to go beyond the books. But at Butler, you're tackling projects within a matter of weeks. Your portfolio? It'll grab employers' attention. Our professors teach you how to effectively communicate your ideas to the world. Butler. Unleash your creativity and design a future with endless career opportunities.
Carroll football. On behalf of the athletic director and Bishop Carroll administration, we welcome you to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, where tonight your Golden Eagles host Derby Panthers, coached by Brandon Clark. The Golden Eagles are coached by Dusty Trail. Next Friday, we are here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium hosting Dodge City High School. At this time, we would like to honor our senior pom and cheer leaders. They add lots to our evenings of football and basketball and all of our other sports. We want to thank them for their years of dedication. Our first Palmer tonight that we're going to recognize is Madison De Leon. Parents are Chris and Debbie De Leon. Member of St. Elizabeth Antioch Parish. She's been on the Palm Squad for 3 years. She's a 2-year letterwoman, received the All-American Dancer Award sophomore year, and after graduation she plans to attend K-State majoring in vet medicine. Our next senior is Elizabeth Irwin. Parents are Jeff and Susan Irwin. A member of St. Elizabeth Antioch Parish, she's been on the cheer squad for 1 year and the Palm Squad for 3 years, and is a 2-year letter winner. After graduation, she plans to attend Wichita State University, majoring in art. Our next senior is Avery McGill. Parents are Joel and Becca McGill. Members of St. Catherine Siena Parish, she's been on the Palm Squad for 3 years, lettering 2 years. After graduation, she plans to attend K-State, but her major is undecided. Our next senior is Liliana Parks. Parents are Justin and Nikki Parks. Members of Church of the Holy Spirit, she's been on the Palm Squad for 3 years, is a co-captain and an All-American nominee. After graduation, she plans to attend K-State, majoring in psychology. Next is Olivia Pate. Parents are Sam and Michelle Pate. Members of St. Elizabeth Antioch Parish, she's been a member of the Palm Squad for 3 years, is a co-captain and an All-American nominee. After graduation, she plans to attend Wichita State University, majoring in dental hygiene. And our last Palmer is Kylie Wimberly. Parents are Mark and Cheryl Wimberly. Members of St. Elizabeth Antioch Parish, she's been on the Palm Squad for 3 years and is a letter winner all 3 years. Her plans after graduation are undecided, but she wants to major in nursing. Next, we'd like to recognize our cheerleaders. Our first senior cheerleader is Shexi Benuelos. Parents are Victor and Maria Benuelos. Members of Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, she's been on the cheer squad for 2 years and is a UCA All-American. After graduation, she plans to either attend Friends University or Newman University, majoring in either nursing or communication. Our next senior is Sarah Francis. Parents are Robert and Lisa Francis. Members of St. Elizabeth Antioch Parish, Sarah's been a cheerleader all 4 years and is a UCA All-American 2020 cheerleader. Her plans after graduation are to attend Kansas State University, majoring in biology and computer science with emphasis on cellular biology and genetics. Our next senior is Andrea Fuentes. Parents are Humberto and Claudia Macias. Humberto Fuentes and Claudia Macias. Members of the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, Andrea has been on the cheer squad for 2 years and is an All-American cheerleader. She plans to attend Wichita State University, majoring in health science pre-dental hygiene. Our next senior is Camry Leap. Parents are Darren and Dana Leap. Member of St. Peter Parish, she's been on the cheer squad all 4 years and is an All-American and a cheer captain. Her plans after graduation are to attend K-State, majoring in education. Next is Riley Martin. Parents are Matt and Amy Martin. Member of Church of the Holy Spirit, she's been a cheerleader all 4 years, is a cheer captain and a UCA All-American. Her plans after graduation are to attend Wichita State University, yet her major is undecided. And our final senior is Elizabeth Rohr. Parents are Aaron and Betsy Rohr. Members of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Newton, she's been on the cheer squad all 4 years. The All-American Award and is a cheer captain. Her plans after graduation are to attend Newman University to cheer and to major in pre-med. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these seniors a big round of applause and thank them for all their dedication to Bishop Carroll Athletics. Association, the Greater Wichita Athletic League, and Bishop Carroll. By league policy, the use of tobacco and alcohol
Brought to you in part by White Star Machinery, Central Auto Repair, Midwest Kia, The Getaway Lounge, and Becker Brothers Heating and Cooling. Appreciate all of those guys coming aboard and being a part of our broadcast each and every Friday night right here on Fox Sports Radio, Wichita KGSO. It is week number 3 of high school football, and we are super excited about this one. I'll be honest with you, partner. Before that, all the changes got made in the schedules and all the stuff that happened, I dialed in on this game right off the bat, highlighted it on my schedule because we knew that every year this was a great matchup. Even though last year Bishop Carroll got shut out 21-0 down at Derby. Of course, Derby stays undefeated, goes on to win the 6A state championship. It was the closest game that Derby had all year long.
Yeah.
And if you remember right, Bishop Carroll had opportunities in that game. They got in the red zone early a couple of times. They turned the ball over. They missed a field goal. They had opportunities early in that game, and I think that kind of took a little bit of the wind out of their sail by not cashing in right there. Give Derby a lot of credit, though. That defense stood up.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, you know, in that game last year, I was kind of thinking about that myself earlier today. Yeah, that Carroll defense, you know, turned that Panther offense over several times in key parts of that football game. Unfortunately, that Bishop Carroll offense just couldn't cash those into points. And, again, as you just said, give credit to the Panther defense because they bowed their neck up and kept them out of that end zone. But even a shutout ball game, that was a pretty darn competitive football game and very entertaining to boot.
A different squad here tonight for both Derby and Bishop Carroll. We're going to dive into some keys to the game. We do have this Bishop Carroll band out there for tonight's national anthem. Let's join them. Doesn't get a lot better than that, hearing from this Derby High School marching band. And now our prayer for tonight.
And of the Son, and Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Bless also the family and friends gathered here with a true sense of community. May we all run the race so as to win and come to the rewards of your kingdom where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception, patroness of the Diocese of Wichita, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And one of the things that we get out here at Bishop Carroll every week is that weekly prayer, and it's a good
Absolutely.
thing.
Yep,
Love to have that. Let's dive into tonight's keys to the game for this Derby team tonight. Walt, what do they have to do to continue on that streak and go 3-0?
You know, they just have to execute their run game, and it starts with that offensive line up front. If their offensive line can control the line of scrimmage and open those holes up, Dylan Edwards is going to have a good night. You know, he's capable of carrying the ball, 25 to 35 times, and a good night for him statistically would be, 200, 225 yards. He's capable of doing it. If Derby can sustain that kind of offense and rushing, they're gonna go a long way to a win. That element.
I think for the Derby Panthers tonight, one thing that they love to do is they love to wear out the edge. They'll run that belly read and the option off of it a lot of times. Lim will keep it if he sees an opening. If not, he'll pitch it. And a lot of times we saw this last year. He was pitching it late. He'll pitch it 12, 13 yards down the field. They do a good job, Dylan and Lim do, of staying together and running that play very effectively. So if they can catch the edges like they like to do, they'll set the pace for this game, and that's one thing that I think this Bishop Carroll defense really is going to have to work hard to stop.
To support your point, let me just echo this statistic. I talked to earlier, Dylan Edwards, 41 carries this year for 275. Lim Wash, 42 carries for 240 yards. So I tell you what, that's a combo, a double-barrel shotgun right there on the running game for Derby.
And I think for Derby to have some success tonight, they're going to have to get a little bit more balanced in the run-passing game. So far this season, they really haven't been all that balanced. Obviously, against Mill Valley, they threw the ball a lot because they were behind big, and they were behind big early. I think to have success against Bishop Carroll tonight, they will have to be a little bit more balanced than what they've been all season long.
Yeah, and, I think it's a question of Coach Clark, finding some confidence there in Lim Wash. His numbers statistically, he's completed 20 passes on 29 attempts for 226 yards. So, the numbers are there. He just has to find rhythm and get some completions under his belt. If they get that balance working effectively, they're going to be a tough team to beat tonight.
And they've got some big wideouts that they really haven't, to this point in time in the season, utilized a whole lot. In Mercer Thatcher, a 6'4" junior. Drake Thatcher, a 6'4" junior. You got Caden Brown, a 6'2" junior wide receiver. So they've got some big wide receivers they haven't utilized at this point. A lot of the passing game has been to Edwards out of the backfield,
right.
and trying to get him into open space. So if Derby can have some success getting other guys involved, it could be a long night for Bishop Carroll. For these Golden Eagles, though, and when you look at this team, in your mind, what is the keys to the game for them to get their first win over Derby?
Well, I would start with the game kicks off right at the kickoff. We've seen slow starts really with the Golden Eagles the last couple weeks, especially against Capon, their arch rival, crosstown rival. Last week, I really didn't feel like the Golden Eagles really answered the bell. They started really playing football, I felt like, in the middle of the second quarter. They cannot do that tonight. Every play offensively, every play defensively is precious, and you need to execute 110% in this kind of game with this kind of matchup. So they got to come out. They hopefully they had a good week of preparation. Coaching staff has them prepared. So in terms of mental aspect, they mentally have to come out and play football 110% from the kick.
I know in talking to Dusty Trail Tuesday during the coaches show, that was a emphasis at practice of coming out and playing right off the start. Don't get down first. This team has done a great job of, they do get down, but then they respond. They put together great drives, and they come back and they respond.
And that's a good thing.
It is, but it's not where Coach Trail knows that they need to be to go up against a team like Derby. And he has stressed it, him and his coaching staff, all week long about, look, play with the emotion,
Yeah.
but control it and go out and take care of business right off the bat. Smack them in the mouth. Don't wait for them to smack you.
Absolutely. And, I think Coach Trail, if I was a little fly on the wall and listening, I bet he's saying, guys, it is so nice to play with a lead. Play out in front of your opponent, keep out in front of your opponent, and win that football game with your opponent. So I hope we see that tide turn, and that's going to be a key element. And, I talked about mental preparation, just the mental aspect of this game. I want to see Bishop Carroll. I don't want to see the thoughtless penalties. I don't want to see the piling on, the late hit, with the kid on the ground.
We've had a couple of those.
We've had a couple of those. And that's a mental thing. They've got to be really thoughtful about their play, and let's clean up the penalties. That will go a long way.
I think defensively, Derby needs to control the edges, make Lim wash, and Dylan Edwards run back towards the middle of the field where you have help, where you can get that gangrene tackling that you're taught. So control the edges. Offensively, Aiden Needens has an opportunity, I think, tonight to really do a good job of spreading the football around. You look at this. He's got Chase Smarsh. He's got Matt Holtzhusen. He's got Noah Ferguson, Oscar Gallardo, Tate Blasey.
Yep.
You got all these weapons that you can get the ball to. Distribute it evenly. Find your open targets. Go through your progressions if you have to. And guess what? After all that, your best option might be Hunter out of the backfield catching a pass
And
or
I'm
two.
going to tell you right now, and you may differ with me, and please do if this is the case. I think the Derby Panthers have a little bit of a weakness. Their Achilles heel is their defense. Mill Valley, who is a fantastic football team and a great program, don't get me wrong, but in week 1, Mill Valley threw the football all over Derby. Aiden Needens is capable of having a career night tonight. He really, really does. He's got the capability. He's got the poise. He's got the receiving core that you just highlighted. My goodness. And Derby, I think, has some vulnerabilities when it comes to their defensive backfield.
They run a 3-4 defense, so you should be able to run the football and you should be able to find some openings, especially when they go zone on the back end. We're going to take one more quick timeout. We'll come back, find out who is going to get the football first. Captain's most likely doing the toss behind us. Golden Eagle football, KGSO. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Burwell Construction, Tweetmeyer Dentistry, Pride Ag Ace Hardware, and Continental Truck Accessories. Make sure you show your truck some love with Continental Truck Accessories. Our broadcast tonight on Facebook Live. You can go to the KGSO page. Check it out on Facebook Live. 1410 AM, 93.9 FM on the radio. We are available on the TuneIn app and, of course, with the online streaming through the YouTube channel of Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle Athletics, provided by Butler Community College's athletic department. Those guys do a great job.
Absolutely.
Many camera angles. They will have instant replays. They will pick up our audio all night throughout the night for tonight's broadcast. So if you can't make it to the game or wasn't able to get into the game, again, very limited crowds in tonight. They are working, I know, here at Bishop Carroll to try to get some additional fans in the stands maybe for next week's games and letting more student body come in. Tonight, though, we have another very limited crowd. Typically, Walt, when we do this game, we would have 8,000 people here.
No doubt about it.
And it's kind of crazy to look across the other way and see so many empty bleachers, and obviously looking across or here on our side with a lot of empty stands as well.
Hopefully we have about 8,000 people watching the broadcast. Let's hope by virtue of the YouTube channel.
Between Facebook Live, the radio, and the streaming channel on YouTube, I think last week we hit somewhere around 11,000 people.
Wow,
so
fantastic.
Hopefully we can get that many going again tonight. Let's get you tonight's starting lineups.
For the Carroll Golden Eagle defense, that's Jim Nance is the defensive coordinator. The down linemen are Andrew By, Christian Barrientos, Wilson Eustace, Jack Ryan. The linebacking core, good ones, Matthew Morrell, Hayden Sage, and Andrew Husband. The defensive backs, Cooper Busing, Cade Gatchett, Michael Pauley, and Ryan Birch. For the Panther Derby offense, I'm going to give you the down linemen. Left tackle Alex Key, left guard Wyatt Jackson. The center is Dylan Kahn, right guard Chris Thompson. Vickers Jonas plays right tackle. The wide receivers are Mercer Thatcher. Drake Thatcher is the opposite wide receiver. In the wing is Caden Brown. The running back is the sophomore Dylan Edwards, and the quarterback is the senior 6'2", 205 Lim Wash.
And we do have captains in the middle of the field tonight for Bishop Carroll. Aiden Needens and Cade Gatchett out there. And quite frankly, they're standing in front of the two Derby players, so I can't quite see the numbers. I think one of them is Lim Wash for sure.
Yep.
And I don't know who the other young man is. It looks like it could be Colson Syring as a captain as well. It's a little bit different this year. Typically, both teams would probably send 4 kids to the middle of the field for tonight's coin flip. And let's get the call here. Oh, I guess our white hat's not going to tell us exactly who won the toss. It looks like Derby might have won the toss, and Bishop Carroll will get their choice. I would imagine the Golden Eagles will take the football to start this football game as well.
All right.
So we'll see that Golden Eagle offense very first. They will come out and move from right to left or from north to south. There is no wind here tonight. About the only thing that we got to deal with is the sun setting to our west, and that is right in our eyeball. So it's more of a factor for Walt and I than it probably is anybody else playing out on the football field. Bishop Carroll is in their home uniforms. It's those gold pants, green tops with the gold lettering, and those golden domes. Bishop Carroll comes in their road whites, white pants, white tops with green letters, and white helmets. Bishop Carroll has the luxury of having 6 home games this year, their first 4 at home. This is week number 3. Next week we'll have Dodge City in here before this Golden Eagle team finally goes on the road. But we'll talk about those way in advance because, my friend, we got a good one set up here tonight.
Absolutely. Really looking forward to this one. Again, every year we obviously look forward to this matchup of these two teams that play in different leagues, but unbelievable programs. These are 2 of the finer programs in the state of Kansas, and it's nothing but a treat, and we're in for a good one tonight.
Cade Gatchett and Michael Pauley will be the return man for Bishop Carroll. They have been the return man all year long so far and have done a pretty nice job. They, on an average, have put this Derby offense at about their own 37-yard line to start football games. Let's see if they can get a good return here tonight to get this one underway. Of course, if the ball is kicked into the end zone in high school football, it does become a automatic touchback. Nathaniel Keener, a sophomore wide receiver, will do the honors in kicking this off for Derby, and we are set to get this underway. Week 3, Derby Panthers, Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles, Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO. Keener puts his foot in it. It's a low kick. It will be fielded on the far side, and that's going to be Cade Gatchett coming near side and up to the 25 and dropped right there. So this Bishop Carroll offense led by the senior, a 6', 175-pound Aiden Needens, will bring this offensive unit out on the football field and get things underway out here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium.
Aiden comes into this game with a passer rating of 64%. Very, very effective. A good producer through the air is Needens.
And, of course, he's got a running back, a very strong kid, not the biggest of kids, but a very powerful runner in Hunter Trail. Off to his left. They'll start with a 2 tight end set, 2 receivers in the game, split to both sides of Needens. Needens wants to throw on first down, goes over the middle. Football is tipped at the line of scrimmage. A nice job of getting their hands in the air. Jace Jenkins was able to deflect this pass on first down, falls incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Eason Kendrick was the tight end intended receiver, the junior. Interesting, Coach Trail coming out throwing the football on a play action.
Haven't seen him go to the tight end a lot, so nice to see that call on first down. 2 tight end set, again, 2 receivers in the game. Hunter Trail, the lone setback. He'll take the handoff. Trail trying to work right over the left side of his offensive line. He will gain a couple. They will spot him down at about the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 8. That Derby defense doing a nice job up front right there.
Yeah, give LaShawn Davis, the defensive end there, a sophomore, give him a lot of credit. 6'3", 220 pounds is the sophomore.
Just underway out here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. First possession of the game for Bishop Carroll. They'll work out of a 4-receiver set this time. 3 off to the left of Needens, 1 off to his right. Football about in the middle of the field. Needens dropping straight back, looking right, wants to come right, has his man. Tate Blasey makes the catch and into the open field. Tate Blasey makes a couple of guys miss and finally drugged down, but not until he gets into Derby territory. He'll be spotted at the 46-yard line and a big first down on 3rd down for this Golden Eagle offense.
Yeah, great route run there by Tate Blasey there, and Needens hit him great, and good yards after the catch right there by Tate.
About a 32-yard gain. Quickly, Derby moves, handoff to Hunter Trail, and he's caught right at the line of scrimmage, able to keep his legs moving to pick up a couple and set up a 2nd down and 8 at the Derby 44-yard line.
Well, I love that 3rd down conversion right there to sustain this offense. And, again, that goes a long way to confidence. Let's just see if they can keep this drive moving.
10:33 and counting here in the first quarter. Opening drive for the Golden Eagles, and they are on the move. They'll work out of a 4-receiver set with 2 split to both sides. We call them twin sets to Needens. Has Hunter Trail off to his right. Needens drops straight back. Looks right, throws right, hits Trail out of the backfield, and Derby Colson Syring, we've heard that name a lot for these Derby Panthers. He sniffed that play out from the start and was able to get Trail as Needens kind of checked down to his outlet pass. Give Syring a lot of credit. He didn't leave his post, and he made the stop for no gain.
Yeah, that's called staying at home. Syring did a good job of playing great, smart football. That's discipline right there by Syring. Physical football player as well, and Trail might have lost about a half of yard on the play. So, again, another 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 here for the Golden Eagles.
4 receivers in the football game. Football on the far hash. Needens works out of the shotgun. Wants to throw on 3rd and 8. Goes far side. And, boy,
wow.
He didn't get a pass interference call right there. Corey Atkins just blanketed Oscar Gallardo over there on that far side, but no call. 4th down coming up for the Golden Eagles.
That's called letting them play right there. A lot of contact out there, and looks like it might have happened before that, or excuse me, when that ball was in the air, which would have technically been pass interference.
Gallardo and Matt Holthusen split off to the right of Needens.
Look for the quick kick here.
He's got Tate Blasey and Noah Ferguson here to his left, and he does kick it. A high kick by the quarterback. It's going to take a little bit of a Derby bounce, and Gallardo covers it up at the 19-yard line. 0-0. Derby's first possession up next. Quick timeout. Back after this. Derby's first possession of the football game. Dylan Edwards gets the handoff, works his way to the right, and stacked up right there with that gangrene tackling from Bishop Carroll.
Yeah, Edwards really kind of bottled up at the line of scrimmage right there. Did manage to get about 3.5 yards on the carry.
Boy, they gave him a lot more than what I thought he was going to
did.
get. Out to the 23, second down and 7. Lim Wash, the senior quarterback, will work out of the shotgun. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers in the game. Very similar look that we just saw out of Carroll. Wash wants to keep himself. Talented runner. Finds a little room right through the middle of that Bishop Carroll defense. He will be brought down on the play by Hayes Sage from his middle linebacker position. Not until he picks up about 3 more. So let's go with the 3rd and 2 here. 8:37 and counting here in the first quarter.
Lim's 6 foot, 205 pounds, so he's a load.
2 receivers, 2 tight ends in the game. Wash and Edwards in the backfield, trying to get this Bishop Carroll defense to jump. A little bit of a movement there, but did not get into the neutral zone.
Good job by the Golden Eagles.
Wash going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. Play action pass, rolling this way, throwing downfield. Has his man, has to turn around and make the catch, and into Bishop Carroll territory and still on his feet inside the 30. Ball came out at the end. They'll call it a fumble. It will be Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle football. A big catch by Reed Liston coming up the near sideline, and then a huge pop at the end to cough up the football.
I think Cade Gatchett maybe was the Golden Eagle there taking advantage of that opportunity. Nice job by that defense. Let's cash in these turnovers. That's one of my other keys.
That would have been a 49-yard play on 3rd down for Derby, but that Golden Eagle gangrene defense comes up at the end, and now we've got the first turnover of the game committed by the Panthers. Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle offense back on the field. Had some success moving it in their first drive. Trail in the backfield. Needens rolling to his right, run pass option. He's going to keep it. Find some running room. Needens cuts back with a spin move towards the middle of the field and picks up 12 yards and a Golden Eagle first down at the 37-yard line.
I really like that pocket moving where Aiden has the ability to run pass, kind of an option right there. Did a good job. He's a fast kid. He's athletic as well. You know, we talk about Lim Wash and his athleticism. Aiden Edens is equally as athletic.
On first down, 2 receivers and a slot man in the game. Hunter Trail off to the right of Edens. He'll work out of the shotgun. We'll see him that way pretty much the entire game. 7:35 and counting in the first. No score on the board. Needens with the snap. Handoff to Hunter Trail. Just trying to find some blockers. Boy, not a lot of room there in between the tackles. That Derby defense doing a nice job. Again, Colson Syring, one of the guys in on the stop. Kason Lindsay comes up to assist, and no gain on the play.
Boy, that Lindsay name, we've called a few of their family members throughout the years. I remember Cade Lindsay for Derby as well.
They don't rebuild at Derby, they reload.
Reload, yeah.
And a lot of times it's with the same names.
Yep.
Just like we see here at Bishop Carroll.
Absolutely.
You see a lot of the same names
No
and
doubt.
family members come through this program.
No doubt.
First quarter clicking along. 6:50 left to play. Clock is moving. A bunch set here on the near side. Looking near side. Needens wants to throw. Has a man out here and overshoots shoots Noah Ferguson. Ferguson had a step on Kason Lindsay. And Needens just couldn't drop it in. Kind of a tight window here at the 50.
Yeah, a tough pattern right there. Kind of a flag pattern right there. A tough one for a quarterback to hit. And again, Noah had a little bit of breathing room right there, and Aiden just overshot it just a little bit. So big 3rd down and 10 right here. Let's see if the Golden Eagles can go up top and get one here.
3rd down conversions have been big for both teams so far in this game. This is a big one with 3rd and 10 football at the 37-yard line of the Golden Eagles.
Play clock
Slot
down
man,
to
7
seconds.
Tight end receiver off to the right of Needens. 2 receivers here on the near side. It's a fumbled snap. Needens just has to pick it up. Boy, lucky he didn't cough that up. Luke Stewart was right there, ready to pounce on it. Needens able to pick it up. He will lose a couple. And an obvious punting situation coming up.
Golden Eagles a little slow, Doug, right there to get the play in. They worked that play clock down to about 5 seconds. I think the center recognized that and snapped it before Aiden was ready to get it.
Dylan Edwards and Colson Syring back here to receive. No, I'm sorry, Reed Liston back here to receive. And it's a high end over end punt. will take somewhat of a Bishop Carroll bounce inside of Derby territory at the 39-yard line. So best starting field position here on their second possession that they've had yet so far early on this game for the Panthers as they bring this offense back out on the field.
Kind of concerns me right there, not taking advantage of that turnover. The Golden Eagles, that is, on that fumble recovery, and just didn't produce. One first down out of that last series for the Golden Eagles.
Twin set for Lim Walsh. Man goes in motion. It's Thatcher, Drake Thatcher. Wants to run the option. There's that Golden Eagle defense, making sure that he gets ran back on the inside. Andrew Bai came in and really made the play because he forced him back inside. Matthew Morrell was able to clean it up. It's a loss of 4 on the play.
Well, that's what a defensive end's supposed to do. They basically bring the play into the field, and that's what your linebacker does too. He cleans up that well-executed play by Matthew Bai, the defensive end.
4 receivers set now for the Panthers. 3 off to the left of Wash. Wash out of the shotgun with a single receiver set here on the near side, football on the near hash. Wash changing the play at the line of scrimmage. 5:28 and counting to play. Wash wants to throw. Rolling left. Looking left. Cannot get caught. Almost caught. There's the athleticism of the young man as he goes out of bounds on the far sideline. Probably going to have enough for a first down. Needed about 14 and gets right there as they'll mark him at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, Wash on the rollout right there. He is a right-handed quarterback. He rolled left.
Sage had an opportunity in the backfield, but Wash just strong and athletic, got out of the grasp of Sage and picks up the first down.
Ball right at midfield.
Dusty Trail talked about his ability to do that. We'll watch it. 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 to the far. Wash works out of the shotgun from the far hash as they move from left to right or south to north. Dylan Edwards goes the wrong way, throws over the middle. It is caught by Reed Liston. He was on his knees when he caught the football, but does pick up 8 yards, so a second down and short coming up. Ball in Bishop Carroll territory at the 48.
Yeah, meant to be a play-action pass right there, but Dylan Edwards did go the wrong way. Wash had the poise and the wherewithal to hit Liston on the quick pass.
Panthers are on the move. Hand off to Edwards. Edwards finds some room in the middle of the field, able to break a couple of tackles. Michael Pauley finally brings him down, but not until Edwards has a nice gain at the 30-yard line. It'll set up a first down and 10 for Derby from the BC 30.
Boy, that offense key, Jackson, Cone, Thompson, and Vickers for Derby.
4 receivers in the game. Reed Liston with the end around from the slot. Here comes a flag. It's going to be a hold. This will come back. This time they finally get the flag out as Drake Thatcher, the wide receiver, just got his hands out and held. So this is coming back after a big gain by Reed Liston. Haven't seen that slot man reverse so much in these first 2 games for the Panthers. They bring it out for this one, and it'll go for naught. Back to the 40. It'll remain first down. 4:27 clock stopped. 0-0 our score. Been a battle so far in this first quarter. Both defenses have played pretty stingy, but the Panthers on the move here.
Look for Wash to go up top, maybe through the air on a first down pass play here.
Has 3 receivers off to his right. 1 split tight to his left. Hands off to Dylan Edwards. Edwards just following those big offensive linemen. Give those guys some credit over there on the other side as Vickers, Jonas, and Chris Thompson from their right guard and right tackle position blew open a nice hole, and Wash able to pick up that penalty yardage, get it back to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd 10. Panthers working quickly. Wash out of the shotgun. Edwards right behind him. A 4 receiver set in the game. Football is on the far hash. Derby with a nice drive going here. This Golden Eagle defense needs to step up. Wash rolls right, looks right, throws right, end zone, overshoots 2 guys that were in the same area. I'm not too sure that Brandon Clark's going to be happy that Mercer Thatcher and Reed Liston ran into each other. Most pass routes don't take 2 receivers that close together, and it falls incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, the routes run on that pass play right there, not very well executed by Derby, certainly contributed to the failed attempt. Big 3rd down play here.
2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers split to both sides of Lim Wash. Dylan Edwards and him in the backfield. Wants to throw. Sets up the screen far side. That ball looked like it might have hit the ground. Dylan Edwards did make the catch and move forward. Gets close to the first down marker.
I did not see that. You think the ball skipped, actually?
It looked like it did, and we don't have the replay here in the booth, but would love to have been able to see that a little bit closer. It is a 4th and 1. 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers in the game. Derby keeps the offense on the field. Hands off to Edwards, hitting the backfield. Can they clean it up?
I think he did.
And the Golden Eagles get the stop.
I think Cade Gatchett came in and cleaned it up. This could be a turnover on downs.
Matthew Morrell stopped Dylan Edwards in the backfield. Cade Gatchett helped him out. And there is that Bishop Carroll defense. A turnover so far in this game, and now a stop on 4th down to limit Derby to no points on the board.
Boy, really good defensive stand there by the Panthers. Excuse me, by the Golden Eagles.
You don't stop Derby often on 4th and short. Great defensive play right there. This offense now needs to keep the football and do something with it with their 3rd possession. 3:10 left to play in the quarter. Noah Ferguson in motion from left to right to set up a 3-receiver set. Option near side. Needens keeps, finds a little bit of a hole. Pretty nice gain on 1st down. He'll pick up 3, get it to the 25.
You know, I tell you what, I think Aiden's play on the ground, his running tonight might also be a key to this game. If he can be successful running the football tonight, that could go a long way.
Clock continues to run here in the first quarter. 0-0 our score. Needens will come out, send 4 receivers in the game, 3 off to his right, 1 to the near. Football in the near hash. Needens wants to throw, looks right, throws right, overshoots Noah Ferguson just off his fingertips. Noah just kind of ran about a 3-yard stop route, and Needens, I think, thought maybe he was going to keep going a little bit, led him a little bit too far, falls incomplete. Big 3rd down again, just like that.
Absolutely big 3rd down. Big 3rd down play. We'll see what the Golden Eagles dial up.
A twin set to both sides of Needens on 3rd down and 7. Drops straight back. Hits Hunter Trail out of the backfield. Trail needs to make a move. He does get away from the first tackler, then breaks another tackle, spins out of bounds, and thrown out of bounds. Could have been a late flag right there. Hunter Trail gets thrown out of bounds by Amir Ramirez on that far side. No flag on the play, but it should be enough for 1st down yardage. Let's see where they're going to mark him at. No, they're going to say he was a little short.
Goodness.
Wow, it looked like, they got to move the sticks. He spun just past the sticks unless his toe hit on that far side. I mean, it's across the field from us, so we don't have a great look at it. They're going to mark him short.
Holy mackerel.
Wow. So it'll be 4th down, a very short. Big play right here for Dusty Trail.
And again, not to beg for a flag on the play, but clearly Hunter was out of bounds when he got thrown.
Well, especially if they marked him here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he was another 3 yards past the sticks when he got spun out of bounds and thrown down.
Yeah, play was over when he got out of bounds, but he certainly did incur contact.
We got a conference by the officials here. It's right in front of Coach Brandon Clark there on that Derby sideline, and it looks like they're going to keep the spot where they have it, which will be at the 36.5-yard line. The 31.5-yard line. All right, they are going to give him the 1st down. Boy, I still think they marked the football 2 yards shy of where at least he got spun out of bounds and thrown down at.
Yeah, I agree. Great play there by Trail. Caught that football in the flats.
Put a move on Jack Heilman to get free and pick up the 1st down. Bishop Carroll, new set of downs. Trail, football in his hands, runs right through the middle of that defense. Makes another guy miss and breaks a tackle. Trail across the 45, headed towards the midfield stripe. Up to the 49-yard line.
A gain of about 16 on the play by Hunter Trail. That's really the first time he's been able to get the wheels moving right there. Did a good job of hitting the hole. Good job by that left side offensive line for the Golden Eagles.
Bishop Carroll snaps the ball. Derby wasn't ready yet. Ooh. And you've got guys down the field and cannot make the catch.
Oh,
wow.
Boy.
That was Matt Holskusen up that right side, and Needens just led him a little bit too far. Derby wasn't even set and ready for the snap of the football right there. Bishop Carroll recognized that. Needens goes long and just overshoots Holskusen.
Boy, the play was there, Doug. Honestly, too, Aiden could have made the decision to tuck it and run because he had all kinds of room. Really, the Panther defense just wasn't set. And advantage kind of evaporated right there for the Golden Eagles.
Noah Ferguson in motion from left to right. Sets up a 3-receiver set off the right of Needens. Elects to give to Trail, and he's cut in the backfield there. Good move by Luke Sweat. He just come from behind on his cornerback position on a little bit of a blitz right there. Just wrong offensive play for a defense dialed up by head coach Brandon Clark as he sent a defensive back on a blitz and caught Trail from behind.
Jaden Williams does check into the ball game here, the junior.
Third down and long. 3rd and 13.
Wow.
Approaching 1 minute to play in the quarter. 4 receivers in the football games for Needens. Needens works out the shotgun football in the middle of the field. Wants to throw, drops straight back. Looks right, fires right. Matt Holsusen makes the catch at the sticks.
Well, he is close.
It depends on the spot. He made the catch at the sticks and kind of came backwards. They're going to mark him on the backwards motion, so it will be 4th and short from the 42-yard line. 4th down and 1. Needens goes under center, runs a quarterback sneak, and that's pure effort by the senior quarterback to get it. He got popped in the backfield by Caleb Gifford. Needens able to spin out of that initial hit, go forward and pick up the first down at the 40 of Derby. New set of downs for Bishop Carroll.
Yeah, give me a shout out to that Golden Eagle offensive line. That's Maddox, Purvis, Spotted Horse, Havlovic, and Pedruzzi. Nice job of sustaining blocks here, keeping this offense on the field.
I think in the 2 years that I've been calling Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle football, that's only about the second time I've seen Needens under center. Usually works out of the shotgun where he's planted at this moment from the right hash. Play action pass, wants to throw, has a man out here. Tate Blasey cannot get it to him.
Doggone it.
Blasey with a double move, able to get open over Jameer Clemens. And Needens again just overshoots him. That's a couple in this drive. Aiden needs to settle down a little bit, realize when those guys are wide open.
Well, great route run by Blasey. He had the defensive back bit on that play. Needens pump fake. That contributed to the defensive back taking that play. And, boy, Tate was wide open.
4 receivers in the game, 3 near side, 1 far. Going over the middle, Holthusen had to climb the ladder to try to high point this football. Couldn't haul it in. It falls incomplete.
Just like that, we got another 3rd and long situation, Doug, here for the Golden Eagles. Let's see what they can do.
Hasn't been the best situations to work out of. Bishop Carroll doesn't like 3rd and long, but they have been able to convert quite a few of them so far in this football game. 30 seconds left to play in the quarter. Nothing on the scoreboard. It's been a defensive battle so far. Offenses have done pretty good at moving the football between the 20s. Can't get past that. Bishop Carroll at the 40 of Derby on a 3rd down and long. Wants to throw over the middle. And Oscar Gallardo gets tripped up. I'm surprised we didn't maybe get a little bit of a flag there. Corey Atkins and Jack Hillman both in on the coverage. Gallardo went down about the time the ball got there, but no flag on the play. So another 4th down coming up for Bishop Carroll. And I think we'll see that quick kick again by Aiden Needens right here.
Yeah, I think given that that field position on the Panther 40-yard line, you've got to put Derby in a long field situation.
You typically don't set the Panthers up at their own 40 to start a drive.
You do not do that. Nope.
And the clock stopped. Play clock down to 10. They're going to have to make a decision here quickly as they shuffle some players in and out of the game. Needens is going to go for it. Throws. Tate Blasey makes the catch, but he'll be short. He'll get inside the 35 at the 33. Going to come up 3 yards short.
Wow.
And give a lot of credit to Jameer Clemens again for making the stop for Derby. The Panthers will come out and take over the football. They'll start at their own 33-yard line.
Coach Trail's got a lot of faith in this defense, and so far they've answered the call. Kind of put the pressure back on them right now, and again, I expect them to.
21 seconds left here in this football game. In the first quarter, I should say. It is 0-0. Panthers coming out to see what they can work with here. Wash back to pass, throws far sideline. Pass is caught. It is Reed Liston making the catch over there. He'll pick up about 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up.
Yeah, Reed Liston, the senior, 6'1", 185, kind of a favorite target of Lim Wash.
And that will take us to the end of the quarter. Good quarter in the books out here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Derby nothing, Bishop Carroll nothing. You're listening to Golden Eagle Football, Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO. Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, Derby Panthers, Golden Eagles, second quarter getting set to get underway. Second down and about 2 to go for the Panthers from their own 40. Lim Wash works out of the shotgun. Wants to keep after the belly read. Gets popped at the line of scrimmage. Drags a couple of defenders. He'll easily get the first down as he drug Hage Sage for about another 2 yards. It'll be a new set of downs at the 48. Wash, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun, has Edwards behind him, works out of a 4-receiver set, football near hash as they move from north to south. Wash rolls right, throws right. It's a floater out there far and off the fingertips of Mercer Thatcher, the junior 6'4" wide receiver on the far sideline. Couldn't haul it in. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, Wash actually had his receiver out there, threw a real wobbly football, probably not the easiest ball to catch.
Cooper Busing in on the coverage right there for the Golden Eagles. 2nd down and 10 from the 48 of the Panthers. Neither offense to this point have been able to find any points on the board as we have a nothing game early on here in the second. Panthers from their own 48. 4 receivers in the football game, 2 split to both sides of Lim Wash. Play clock down to 3.
Got to take time
and
out.
Brandon Clark's going to take that first time out. We'll do a 30-second with him. You're listening to Golden Eagle Football, Fox Sports Radio, Wichita, KGSO. Play clock ran down right there on this Derby Panther offense, forcing a timeout, the first one of the half, called by head coach Brandon Clark at the 11:38 mark left here in the half. 2nd down and 10 from the 48. Panther football. 4 receivers in the game. Football here on the near hash. Tell you what, for not a lot of fans in the stands, they've been pretty vocal so far. Good to see what crowd we have. And now we've got another stop and play. Oh, they're resetting the play clock here. All right, now we're ready for action. Lim Wash, the senior quarterback. Drops straight back, looks right, throws right, picked off on the far side of the field. It's Matthew Morrell. He's up the far sideline. Morrell has one man to beat, breaks the tackle, gets inside the 10, 5, touchdown. Bishop Carroll, Golden Eagle defense. 2nd turnover of the game. This one results in 6 points.
Yeah, Morrell did a great job of really jumping that route right there. That's the 2nd pick 6 that Lim Wash has given up this season. And, boy, it's great when that defense scores points for you. That beautiful play there by Matt Morrell. And great downfield blocking, by the way, by that Golden Eagle defense to get him in the end zone.
Matthew Morrell just set on the route, picked it off, and took it the other way. From 48 yards out, extra point through the upright, 7-0 lead. Golden Eagles on top, back after this. Golden Eagle defense shining in this first half. 2 turnovers, one of them none bigger than the one that just happened by Matthew Morrell, and a 48-yard interception touchdown return to put the Golden Eagles on top 7-0. 11:25, still a lot of time here in this half. Very dangerous offense, and this Derby Panther offense will be back out on the football field right after this Michael Polly kick.
Golden Eagles trying to get 11 guys on the football field right now. Do so.
Polly going to line the football up on this near hash right here by the Bishop Carroll sideline. Puts his right foot in it. High end over end kick. This will carry into the end zone and out of it. Touchback. Panthers will start at their 20, 80 yards of field turf in front of them to tie this football game.
Golden Eagles with a little momentum right now. The faithful here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium making a little bit of noise and loving life right now with that 7-0 lead here in the second quarter.
Defense has been able to really play here tonight. 2 turnovers in this first half is not something that Coach Brandon Clark over at Derby is used to or wants, obviously. 4 receivers in the game, 3 off to the right of Wash. He has one with single coverage here on the near side. Wash, high snap, gets it, rolls right, looks right, throws right, has his man out there. It is Mercer Thatcher making the catch at about the 29, and then able to go forward close to the 40. Mark him at the 39, another 10 yards after the catch. Some yak yards right there.
Boy, Thatcher right there wide open. That defensive backfield for Golden Eagles, it got to tighten up a little bit on that corner.
A bunch set here on the near side with a couple of guys, and now we got movement on that offensive line at Derby. This is going to back them up. A false start will cost them 5. Not a lot of flags so far in this game. In fact, I think it's only the second one of the game that I've seen so far.
You know, I'm going to bet that the Thatcher brothers for Derby are twins. Both juniors.
Both 6'4".
Both 6'4".
And about the same weight.
Yep.
One's 190, one's 185. Mercer Thatcher
and Drake
has been the recipient of most of the passes so far between the two brothers. 3 receivers here near side, one to the far, single set on the far side, football far hash. Wash wants to throw, comes near side, has his man Reed Liston. He catches it at the 37, able to plunge forward and get a couple of more. They'll mark him at the 42, so he gets back to penalty yardage and then some. It'll set up a second down and 8.
Yeah, just a little in pattern there by Reed Liston.
We'll call it 2nd and 7. Lim Wash, the senior quarterback, couple of tight ends in the game, couple of receivers, has Dylan Edwards right behind him as the lone setback. Hands off to Edwards. Edwards caught in the backfield. Nice defensive play by this Bishop Carroll defense. Braden Weber, the sophomore, at 5'11", 220. In on the stop. Had some help from Jack Ryan, the senior.
Yeah, Golden Eagles really flying to the football right there. Edwards is a fast guy. I mean, he is fleet of foot. And, man, that Golden Eagles did a great job of fighting off blockers there and gang tackle right there for a loss on the play. Loss of about 2 on the play.
3rd down and 9. 3 receivers here near side. Tight receiver far side. Reed Liston with the wide receiver reverse on the far side. Has plenty of running room. Will get the first down and more as he steps out of bounds, but not until he gets into Bishop Carroll territory. They'll mark him out at the 48. Gain of 13 right there and a first down.
Another little gadget play there by Coach Clark. Don't see that a lot out of Derby, but right there they've dialed it up twice here in this first half.
And have been effective with it both times.
They have.
Liston will line up in the slot receiver set again here, along with a couple of other guys in the 3 receiver set near side. Wash, hands off to Dylan Edwards. Boy, he just explodes forward into that hole. There is, for a sophomore, no hesitation. He just takes the handoff and goes forward quickly, right through the center of that defense. Going to pick up 3. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, out of your running backs, you know, you want good instinct, and boy, he has a great presence.
Lines up pretty deep behind Lim Wash out of the shotgun.
Does.
Wash wants to throw on 2nd and 7. Throws near side. There's Mercer Thatcher making the catch again. He'll get it to the 39. It'll be short of a first down by a couple.
Going to have 3rd and 2 here for the Derby Panthers.
Ryan Birch was right here on the coverage. Thatcher kind of just fell down on the route.
Golden
Still
Eagle
able to make the
defense
catch.
needs to tighten up right here.
Golden Eagles on top 7-0. Third and short for the Panthers from the 39 of Bishop Carroll. 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receiver split to both sides of Lim Wash. The 205-pound senior quarterback here on the near hash, working out of the shotgun. Has Dylan Edwards right behind him.
Play clock down to 5.
Wash going to have to get this snap off, down to 2. 1, just gets it off, drops straight back. Gets pressure, gets away from the pressure as he rolls right, lets it fly, has a man out there, couldn't make the catch as Drake Thatcher was trying to haul it in. It was just off his fingertips. It'll fall incomplete. And a 4th and 2 coming up for Derby from Bishop Carroll's 39.
A little bit surprised that Lim Wash didn't just tuck it there to try to get his 1st and 10. However, was trying to go up top for the big play. So a 4th and 2 here.
Thatcher able to get a step on Cade Gatchett right there. Let's see if Brandon Clark notes that one down and comes back to that play at some point in time in the game. 4th down and 2. Golden Eagle defense needs a stop. They got one earlier in the game on 4th and 1 from their 39. The Eagle 39, Derby. And Lim Wash rolling right, gets pressure, throws, and it's caught by Reed Liston. A good catch because Michael Polly was right there blanketing him with the coverage. Give the young man, the senior Reed Liston, a lot of credit. He put his 6'1" frame up and able to haul it in for the first down.
Yeah, pretty gutsy play there by Lim Wash, too. He kind of had pressure against him and threw on the run.
From the Golden Eagle 27, 2 tight ends of the game, 2 receivers. Wash wants to run, can't find the corner, though. He'll be bottled up right there, fighting off the block and making the play for the Golden Eagles was Andrew Flaciano. I'm glad you're better at that than I am. And it's a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, Fasciano did a good job really containing gang tackle right there on Lim Wash. Wrapped him up well.
2 tight ends, 2 receivers. 2nd and 13. Wash wants to throw, gets pressure, lets it go. Wide open man caught, touchdown. Drake Thatcher catches it at about the 12. Pretty ball by Lim Wash. Floated it right over the top of the defense. And Derby able to get on the board with 7:49 left to play here in the half.
Well, again, nice little touch pass right there to his tight end. Just led him perfectly. Wash's passing game, it's something to respect. There's no doubt.
Had to be a blown coverage right there because he was just wide open in the middle of the field. High snap kick is slow and not going to get there. No,
oh, my goodness.
Barely snuck in. Wow.
How did that go through?
I didn't even think it got out of the end zone. Nevertheless, it is 7-7 ball game. 7:49 to play here in the half. Back after this quick timeout. Well, the Panthers answer the bell. They tie this football game up at 7 apiece. Still plenty of time to work with here in the half as the Golden Eagle offense will get back out on the field after this kickoff.
One of my favorite bands right there. You played on the bumper with the little Kansas coming back.
This gives me an opportunity to thank some sponsors that bring these broadcasts to you each and every week. Quincy's Bar and Grill, Maximum Outdoor Equipment, Carroll Carpenter Realty, and American Family Insurance with Brad Woody. Love to have those guys aboard for our broadcast each and every Friday night of Golden Eagle football right here on Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO. Got an exciting one out here, Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. As soon as I get a free moment, I'm going to text Anthony out there at Garden Plain, see if we can't get an update on that game going on over on KQAM between the Garden Plain Owls and the Cheney Cardinals. Kickoff here from the near hash mark by the Panthers. It'll be a cross-field kick and should go out of bounds and will. Michael Polly did the smart thing and let that go out of bounds, so this will be good field position for this Golden Eagle offense coming out here led by their senior quarterback, Aiden Edens. He's missed a couple. He's had opportunities and missed a couple. Coaching staff has seen that. Let's see if they go back, get the confidence back into their senior leader. Maybe he connects on one of those that he's missed.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to work with 3 timeouts for head coach Dusty Trill for the Golden Eagles.
Ball at the 35-yard line here for 1st and 10 for Aiden.
He'll work with 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers in the game. Split to both sides of him. Hunter Trail in the backfield off to his right. Hand off to Trail. Trail finds a little bit of a wiggle room there over that left side of his offensive line, working behind Ben Purvis and Marquette Maddox.
Picks up 3 on the play.
2nd down and 7 coming. Football at the 38-yard line of Bishop Carroll.
Those yards between the tackles have come really tough tonight against this Panther defense.
Matt Holthusen and Noah Ferguson going to check in the game. They'll go far to the other side of the field with a 3 receiver set to the far side, 1 in the near. Option coming near side. Hunter Trail's got some running room near side. Across the 45, lowers his head, picks up a couple of extra yards, and it gets taken down on the near sideline. These home fans don't like it. It's going to be a gain of 16 and a 1st down. And let's see if they inch the ball into Derby side. They will. They're going to mark it at the 49.
Yeah, option play right there between Needens. Needens made the pitch early. The defensive end crashed down for Derby right there. A great pitch. Hunter got it on the run. 1st and 10, Bishop Carroll.
I didn't mind they let him play through that one right there.
Not
kind
too
of
bad.
Continuation of the play, if you will. Slot man receiver near side, tight end receiver far side. Trail with the football, trying to go left and runs into a wall after a little bit of breathing room there. Hunter Trail runs into Luke Stewart, an outside linebacker at 6 foot, 210 pounds, making the stop. Gain of a couple on the play.
Well, 2nd and 2. Trail does check out. Williams checks in, the junior.
6:46 and counting here in the half. 7-7 football game between the Golden Eagles and the Panthers. On a 2nd down and 7, football in the middle of the field. Needens out of the shotgun. Working out of a 4 receiver set. Wants to throw. Matt Holthusen takes the wide receiver flare pass. Makes the catch. And gets it up close to the 42. It'll be a gain of about 4 on the play.
Going to be about 3rd and 3 or so here. Maybe 3rd and a long 3. 3rd and 4, rather.
Jadon Williams in the football game at tailback. Receivers running into the football games along with a tight end. Couple of tight ends. 2 tight end set. Aiden fakes, keeps, tries to drag defenders to the sticks. He's going to come up about a yard shy. Colson Syring, one of the guys in on the stop, had some help from Caleb Gifford. It'll bring up 4th down at about 1. Another 4th down play for Bishop Carroll. Needens out of the shotgun. Hunter Trail's going to check in now as Jadon Williams is going to come back here to the sideline. On a 4th down and short. 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers. From the 40. Trail, football, Trail, 1st down.
Yeah, just straight dive play over that right side of the offensive line.
Picks up 4.
Havlivic and Pedruzzi on that right side opened up the hole for the 1st and 10 there. Trail converted.
Football spotted at the 36-yard line. 5:18 and counting in the half. Good drive by the Golden Eagles. 4 receivers in the game. 3 to the far side, 1 here to the near. Football on the near hash. Needens wants to throw. Looks left, throws left, has a man down there and kind of threw into coverage. Boy, he missed. I believe that's Holthusen that went straight down the center of the field and was wide open because the corner and the safety both converged on that far sideline.
Got a holding penalty.
On Oscar Gallardo.
Yep.
And this holding penalty is going to bring it back anyway.
Oh, that's tough.
Actually, that wasn't Gallardo on that far side of the football field. He was trying to get the football into the hands of Noah Mall, a junior wide receiver. And a holding penalty is going to back Bishop Carroll back up. They will be back to the 46. It'll be a 1st down still. Clock stopped at 5:04 in the half. 4 receivers in the football game. Hunter Trail alone set back. And again, throwing into traffic. Tried to get it into the hands of Matthew Holthusen. Good coverage by Jack Hillman. The middle linebacker just knocks it down, falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, tough pass right over the middle right there. Again, Heilman with a good play on the defense, knocking that ball down.
Second down and long. Got to get inside the 30 to about the 26 to pick up a first down. Football spotted.
Don't need all these yards back
At
in
the
one
46.
play, but we need some positive yards.
2nd and 20. Trail takes the handoff, and he's met at that line of scrimmage. Colson Syring in there on the stop. Andon Carpenter, a 245-pound junior, also clogging things up from his defensive tackle position. Keeps the clock running at 4:41. 7-7 your score between Derby and Bishop Carroll. And a third down and very long to go.
Yeah, 3rd and 20 for this Golden Eagle offense, and no doubt Aiden's probably going to have to throw this football, and I'd like to see him kind of test the edge. Again, have that run-pass option at his fingertips.
3 receivers will go off to his left. A single receiver set with Oscar Gallardo here on the near side.
Timeout.
And Coach Stroh going to take a timeout. Play clock was running down. We'll take one with him real quick. 4:14 left to play, 7-7. You're listening to Golden Eagle Football on Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO. A timeout for the Golden Eagles. Leaves them with 2 remaining here in the half. 4:14 left to play in a 7-7 football game. 3rd down and 20. Faces this Golden Eagle offense. Needens, senior quarterback, from the shotgun. 4 receivers in the football game. Now sends Trail in motion to make it a 5-receiver set. Comes back to the left. Screen pass. Gallardo makes the catch. Cannot get away from the traffic, though, but still trying to step his way out of it. Gets a nice gain after getting hit originally by Caleb Gifford and Colson Syring, but still a 4th down and about 14-13 to go here. Football at the 39. I think we'll see a punting situation, and we will. Here comes the punt team.
Yeah, a lot of credit there for Gallardo, 2nd and 3rd effort right there on the play to scratch out those tough yards.
Give Derby some credit, sniffing out that little wide receiver screen here. On the near side. Clock is still running, play clock at 10 and counting. First time we've seen the punter tonight for Bishop Carroll. Needens had a quick kick earlier in the first half. This is a high kick and a great bounce, and it'll go out of bounds. Where are they going to mark it at? The 11? Looks like.
Yeah, I want to say the 11. Yep.
So Derby going to take over the football at their own 11-yard line. 7-7 football game. Panthers 3:20 to work with here in the half. They have 2 timeouts as well.
Golden Eagles right now, Doug, in this stage of the game, just can't give up a big play here to this Panther offense. That's pretty simple. Just keep everybody in front of you. Don't give up the big one.
They've done a good job of being able to cover the run on the edge. They've given up a couple of long passes, which is not something I expected to see. 3 receivers far side. Tied in here on the near. Football on the near hash is Lim Wash. The senior quarterback will work from right to left or from north to south. Wash on first down. Wants to throw. Looks right, throws right.
Double
has his
pass.
man in a double pass to a wide open receiver out here. And Michael Polly able to come over and make the play. It was a double pass. They got it into the hands of Mercer Thatcher, who is the backup quarterback for this team, and he tried to get it down the field to Caden Brown, and boy, give Michael Polly a lot of credit. He came clear across the field to recognize and break that up.
Yeah, great closing speed there by Michael Polly to break that one up. That because the ball was there, and a big play averted.
2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers in the football game. Edwards, the lone setback, along with Wash, working out the shotgun on 2nd down and 10. Edwards goes in motion, gets the pitch on the edge, has some speed and an open. Edwards up the far sidelines. Polly finally gets him out of bounds, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line. I'm not 100% sure why there wasn't an illegal motion penalty. He can go side to side, but it looked like to me he took a step forward before he went side to side. Nevertheless, it is a big gain on the play. As a gain of 39 yards. Edwards takes the handoff again, just runs right over the right side of his offensive line and gains some nice yardage as he gets into Bishop Carroll territory at the 48.
Again, we talked about it before this series started. Don't give up the big play right there on Edwards on that little option play. Was a big one.
2nd down and 5. Edwards, the workhorse, takes the handoff again. This time he's bottled up and brought to the ground. Big play by Jack Ryan out of his defensive end position. 3rd down and about 3 to go. Clock is running at 2:24 and counting. Brandon Clark still with 2 timeouts for the Derby Panthers. 7-7 football game.
Just a big dose of Dylan Edwards right now going on for Derby.
From the 48, 4 receivers set, 3 near side, 1 to the far. Reed Liston from the wide receiver position, the slot man, gets the reverse again, able to stay on his feet and pick up the 1st down.
That is the 3rd time they've run that reverse play tonight.
On 3rd down. And it's resulted in the 1st down every time. It got brought back once on a holding penalty. Other than that, they've converted as Liston gets 4. Bishop Carroll 43-yard line with a new set of downs. Wash, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Edwards, the tailback, gets the handoff and stumbles. Otherwise, I think he might have had a little bit of a running lane.
It's interesting to see where they'll mark this one.
Going to give him a gain of about 3 to the 40.
Clock
2nd
is
down and
rolling.
7.
1:40 left to go here before halftime.
Wash working quickly. 2 receivers near side. Hands off to Edwards again. This time he's caught from behind. Jack Ryan in on the stop again. Had some help out of that interior front.
Coach Clark does have 2 timeouts, Doug. He's not using them yet.
Christian Barrientos and Braden Weber, a sophomore, in on the stop. 3rd down and short. And now we got movement on this line. This time I think they did get Edwards on that little jab step. And they will call a false start here. So what would have been a 3rd down and about 4 to go is going to bring up 3rd down and 9 with 1:12 left to play here in the half. That'll mark the football back to the 42-yard line of Bishop Carroll. Coming up the half, Jay Means, USD 259 athletic director. Had a conversation with him, just about everything that's went on with 259 and all the work he's had to put in, him and his staff, of rescheduling about every team and getting football played. A couple of games in the City League tonight. We'll catch up with Jay Means at the half.
Watch Derby on the pass play here on 3rd down and long.
Clock's running under a minute, 56 seconds. Wash wants to throw, gets pressure, steps away from it as he rolls right, throws, has a man caught at the 30. Up towards the 25, now breaking a tackle. It's Mercer Thatcher inside the 20. It'll bring up a 1st down inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone. Show your truck some love. And a new set of downs from the 17.
42 seconds on the clock. They're going to set the chains. The clock does stop.
Brandon Clark will want that offense up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go here. Just a nice play by Lem Wash to avoid pressure, step to his right, and find an opening in the middle of Mercer Thatcher. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers in the game. Edwards with the football, or a play action pass. Wash wants to run, gets away from pressure again, still stays on his feet. And boy, there you see the athleticism of that young man. Never took his eyes off the field, always looking downfield, wanting to throw, and able to keep moving and pick up about 4 on the play.
And then did get out of bounds to stop the clock. So pretty heads-up play by the quarterback, Lim Wash.
Inside the 15, working inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far. Got single coverage with Mercer Thatcher on the far side. He's been a favorite target so far of Lim Wash in this game. Let's see if they try to go to him.
9 seconds.
Cooper Busing covering. Football on the far hash. Wash looking the other side, trying to look left. Throws it out here. Dylan Edwards was wide open and then stumbles, and the ball comes out late but able to get on top of it. He'll be marked at the 10, and that's going to force Brandon Clark to take a timeout with 19 seconds left to play. We'll keep it right here. Got to get a stop. Can't give up 6. We've already seen that on the extra point try, Derby was lucky to get it over the crossbar. You want to test the kicker right here.
You bet. Dylan Edwards right there in the flat. He was kind of the outlet pass right there. He checked down to Dylan Edwards on the pass. And again, good job by the secondary to close on the stop. Boy, this is a big part of this football game right here. Late in the second quarter, if the Golden Eagles could keep Derby out of the end zone, off the board, be huge. It would be huge.
Golden Eagles have gotten 2 turnovers here in this first half. One of them was a 48-yard pick six by Matthew Morrell to actually give Bishop Carroll the 7 points that they have on the board. Offense has not been able to score yet for Bishop Carroll. Derby's offense did punch one in earlier in the quarter.
Ball is set up on the left hash, Doug, so the top side of the football field is the wide side.
And you need to protect that wide side because Lim Wash and Dylan Edwards in the open field are very dangerous. Quarterback, tailback in the game, 2 tight ends. Wash gets pressure from behind. Now flag comes in. We're going to have a holding call. It's caught by Edwards. He will score, but this is coming back on a holding call. It looks to me like they got the left guard, Wyatt Jackson, on the hold here on the near side.
9 seconds before halftime is the way the clock is.
But what I was talking about right there just happened. Brandon Clark wanted to work that wide side and get Dylan Edwards into the open field. He's dangerous
you bet.
In that open field.
You betcha.
He's got moves and he's got quickness.
Yeah.
So big break right there for the Golden Eagles. And it'll mark the football back outside of the red zone at the 21. 9 seconds to work with, 1 timeout still for Brandon Clark. 7-7 football game. Golden Eagles, they'll have to kick off in the second half, so they want to get a stop right here.
Look for Wash to throw this one in the end zone.
2 receivers both sides. Wash rolling right, looking right, wants to throw right and almost picked off again. Cade Gatchett got his hands on it, couldn't control it. Nevertheless, it falls incomplete, brings up a 4th down and 4 seconds left to play in the half. Good coverage by the senior defensive back.
I don't think we're going to see a field goal attempt right here for Derby. I think they're going to just try to go for the gusto.
Drake Thatcher, the intended target on that far side.
Big play here for
4th down, and
for
Brandon Clark, I think, will take the time out and talk about it. And he will. 4 seconds left to play until the half. 4th down and 14 to go. Can pick up a first down at the 8. The 7. Does no good.
Really, only 4 seconds left.
So you got to go to the end zone.
It's one play is what we've got here.
And, boy, you're in a tough situation if you're Jim Nance here because in normal situations, a lot of times you'll send pressure. But you've got a quarterback that's very elusive.
Yeah.
And very quick. He gets away from that pressure. He's got a lot of green in front of him.
Right.
So I think you've got to kind of play this a little bit safe. Maybe even have your defensive lineman not even go full steam and just play the back half so nobody makes a catch in the end zone because you have to go to the end zone here.
With that defensive line by Barrientos, Eustace, and Jack Ryan, going to have to do a good job here. Like to see a little of that penetration, put a little bit of heat on Lim, but you got to keep all those Panthers in front of you.
Your experience is in your defensive backfield with Gatchett, Polly, and Birch. 3 receiver bunch set far side, single set near side. Lim Wash rolls right. Wants to throw, gets caught, but gets away from the pressure. Can he let it go? He does to the end zone, picked off. 3rd turnover of the game. Coming back here near side. It's Busing, Cooper Busing with the football dancing around. Young man, just go down.
Yeah,
Don't let it get stripped, but he's going to still come near side, and then a face mask is going to come out. He ran about 25 yards to gain 6 after picking it off in the end zone, and we do have a penalty here. So we have to straighten this out before we get to half. A lot of the Bishop Carroll players are already headed towards the locker room. It is a face mask call.
You can't end.
It was
a
kind of
quarter
a defensive penalty at this point because the offense turned into the defense.
Right. You can't end on a penalty, though.
Boy, when Busing was running around, it's like, just go down at this point. You're at the 6-yard line. Don't fumble it.
I was afraid he was going to fumble it, and that would have been a...
You know what? The young man's proud. Gets his first interception of the year. He wanted to try to do something out of it.
I know, but that there'll be a teaching moment with that.
Oh, they called this against
upsetting.
Bishop Carroll. So it will take us to the half. 7-7 is your score between Derby and Bishop Carroll. Panthers get the football to start the second half. My Talk with Jay Means, USD 259 Athletic Director, coming up next here at the half. You are listening to Golden Eagle Football, Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO.
Locked up all break has made us spend some quality time with our teenagers, for better and for worse. As the band sighs, eyes roll, and pretends not to hear you, we assure you it's not just a phase. All jokes aside, this season will feature the songs such as Smells Like Teen Spirit, Creep, and Uprising. Drum majors are Ethan Albert and Grace Schuster. The band is directed under Benjamin Riley and assisted by drumline instructor Trevor Landreth and color guard coach Caitlin Frankenberg. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may take the field for your halftime performance. more time for the Bishop Carroll Screaming Eagle Music Corps.
You can feel the passion and support. That's why I love Butler so much.
Whatever your age or background, when you make the decision to join the Butler family, it only matters where you're going. Butler is with you every step of the way. And with 7 campuses and online options, new classes are always forming.
There were so many times I thought about quitting, but they never quit on me.
Get to your goal. It all starts with one class.
I started at Butler to get my GED, but because of Butler, I can support my children as a certified nurse aide.
At Butler Community College, we know your success is often shared with others. When you choose Butler, our helpful advisors and instructors guide and tutor you along your educational path, and the benefits can be far-reaching.
Butler has given me the confidence to show my kids we can do it.
Butler Community College. Let's take tomorrow together. Enroll now for spring classes. Learn more at butlercc.edu.
Save big time with short-term classes at Butler Community College, offered on campus and online. These affordable classes are enrolling now and start soon. Click to learn more.
Carroll and Derby 7-7. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Carroll Carpenter Realty, The Glassman, Shocker Pools, Auto Tech, the Wichita Driving School, and Cholita's Mexican Restaurant. Doug Downs, Walt Bettis on the call. Second half is coming up here just momentarily. Let's get updated on some halftime scores of what we have real quick, Walt.
Yeah, just a few of them, Doug. Goddard is leading against Arc City 14-7 at halftime. Mays, Eagles 24, Newton 17. Clearwater all over Mulvane at half, 54-7. Augusta 14, Circle 6. Valley Center picked up that game with Pleasant Hill, Missouri. It's Valley Center 7-0 over Pleasant Hill. Campus and Salina South all knotted up at 21. Cheney and Garden Plain on our sister station, KQAM. Cheney's got the lead 17-7 in that ball game. Future opponent for these Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles, the Lawrence Lions, have a 21-7 lead over Olathe West. And Bentonville, Arkansas, and Mill Valley, who beat the Derby Panthers in week 1, all knotted up at 21 in a barn burner.
That Benton Valley team, I've watched them play. They were an ESPN game and a really good football team. So they are going up against a good football team in Mill Valley. 7-7 our score here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. Our statewide scoreboard show tonight at 10 o'clock. You can hear it on both KGSO and KQAM. Correspondents calling in from throughout the state, updating games, and, of course, the full list of scores tonight. That's coming up at 10 o'clock. And then tomorrow morning at 7, the Saturday morning sports page, where we will wrap up high school football with the scores and talk about some college and NFL games as well. 1 half to go. The Golden Eagles, 3 turnovers in the first half. Their defense able to get 3 turnovers. One of them was a pick 6 by Matthew Morrell. Got a turnover and an interception there to end the half. They will have to kick off to Derby. Bishop Carroll is going to kick off from right to left or north to south. Michael Polly will do the honors as he lines up on the far hash mark. Just Dylan Edwards and Reed Liston will go back to return.
Just looking at the flagpole to the north side of the Bishop Carroll Family Stadium, absolutely no wind right now in this stadium. Not a factor.
And really hasn't been for the most part throughout the night. Let's hope it stays that way here for this half. And we're underway. Michael Polly boots this one. It's going to be a high end-over-end kick that will carry into the end zone and be a touchback for the Panthers. 7-7 the score. Panther offense will start the second half. Their offense has 1 touchdown in the night. Bishop Carroll's defense with a touchdown. That's how the Golden Eagles got their score.
And, Doug, this defense really has kind of had that bend but don't break mentality through the first half of this ball game. Let's just hope it continues here.
Lim Wash, the senior quarterback, will bring his team out. He'll have Dylan Edwards, the sophomore tailback, right behind him. He'll work out of a 4-receiver set, 3 off to his right. Single receiver set on the far side. Wash wants to throw on first down to start the game. Now he's just going to tuck and run. Finds an opening, and Wash able to wiggle his way up to the 27. It's going to be a gain of 7 on first down.
Wash rolled to his right and actually ran against the grain and found a little running lane there. Looked like he was going to be bottled up for maybe a gain of a couple, but ended up making about 8 on the play. Second, and we'll call it a long 3 here. Long 2, rather, for Derby.
2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers. Edwards with a handoff. He's caught in the backfield. Jack Ryan, 6'2", 225-pound senior, drops Edwards for a loss. Big play on second down.
Well, that's one way to contain Edwards, and his fleet of foot and his speed is just wrap him up right when he gets the football, and Jack Ryan met him in the backfield and did just that.
Loss of 2 on the play, 3rd down and 5. Edwards goes in motion. Wash keeps and is going to fall forward and get the first down. Boy, you saw the power right there in his legs. He got popped short of the line to gain, but just able to use the power in his lower half to fall forward and pick up the first down.
Again, Golden Eagles doing a good job of containing Wash, making him cut upfield. Just could not prevent him getting the 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. Wash will keep the football again. Get hit in the backfield. But again, able to get away from that pressure. Just wiggles his way through.
He just has a lot of strength. A lot of the legs just keep turning. He's a muscular kid.
Andrew By-in on the stop, but it is a gain of 7 from the 38. Their own 38. 2 receivers to the left of Wash. Reed Liston lines up as the tight end here on the near side. 2nd down and short. Early on here in the second half in a 7-7 game. Wash wants to run the option far side. Gets the pitch out to Edwards. Nobody is out there. Good blocking downfield. Edwards able to get to midfield. That is going to be a gain of 13 and a first down. And, boy, give a lot of credit to Drake Thatcher and Mercer Thatcher, wide receivers blocking on the edge. Just a well-coached football team.
Boy, the timing on that pitch was just perfect. Edwards really had a full head of steam.
Wash out of the shotgun, wants to keep himself right through the middle of the field, able to break a tackle and fall forward. Now they're picking up some chunk yards on first down.
Boy, they really are.
That's not what Coach Nance and this defense wants to see. You don't want Derby set up in 2nd down and short. They got a 2nd and 2 in BC territory at the 42. 2 receivers in the game, 2 tight ends in the game. Wash from the shotgun. Hands off to Edwards. There he's met at the line of scrimmage, but he will fall forward again and get enough to pick up a first down across the 40. They'll mark him at the 39.
You know, I think Coach Clark's adjustment was just kind of get that offense and punch our opponent right in the mouth, and that's what he's proceeding to do right now in this drive.
9:23 left to play here in this third quarter and counting. 7-7 game. Derby on the move to open the second half. Liston and Thatcher in at the tight end spot. Couple of receivers here on the near side. Wash working out of the shotgun on first down from the 39 of Derby. Wash wants to throw. Rolls left, looks left, getting some pressure. Lets it go, finds a man. Reed Liston comes across the field from his tight end position, makes a catch. Now a couple of guys move. And he gets inside the 15 to the 11. Makes a couple of guys miss here on the near side and picks up extra yardage. It's a big gain on the play. And they're inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone. Show your truck some love with Continental Truck Accessories.
That little waggle pass play, very effective. And Reed Liston is finding a huge hole. He doesn't have a defender on him at all in that pass route.
Now Ryan Birch is down with a cramp, it looks like, as the trainers go out and attend to him. He lined up at the tight end position on the far side of the field, just ran his route across the field.
Kind of drug that defense.
And found the opening.
Yep.
Derby throws so much at you, man. It's not like they come out in a ton of different looks. They'll go with a 2 tight end set with a couple of wideouts. Every now and then they'll go with 3 wide receivers on one side, 1 on the other. They always work out of the shotgun with a single back. So they don't throw a lot of looks at you.
Right.
They don't do a lot of window dressing as far as sending guys in motion a lot. But they just find a way out of those 2 or 3 sets to devise plays that expose your defense's weakness.
Yeah. And honestly, this Derby Panther offense tonight, I mean, they're mixing the plays up fairly well between the run and pass. And Lim actually had that pick 6, but Coach Clark has not had his confidence waver at all in him, and he's going up top with some effectiveness.
They will work out of that 2 tight end set, 2 receivers off to the left of Walsh. He's in the shotgun, wants to run the option, keeps it, finds a seam, headed towards the end zone. Will he get there? And he's going to be stopped inside the 5 at the 3. This opening drive, Derby has had their will with this Bishop Carroll defense. It'll be 2nd down. Can get a first down at about the 1.5. Wash out of the shotgun. Edwards comes this side, stacked up at the line of scrimmage again. So a nice play by this defensive line. Jack Ryan was in on the stop.
No gain on the play.
Hayden Sage from his middle linebacker position in making some noise as well. Actually might even be a loss of about a yard. So brings up a 3rd down. 3rd down and 3 from the 5. Wash rolls right, looking end zone, and caught. Reed Liston, touchdown, Derby.
Again, there's that little waggle pass play on the play action.
Kate Gadget was there, got his hand in on the play, just couldn't knock the football down, and Liston hauls it in. Derby takes their first lead of the game Extra point away from doubling up Bishop Carroll here.
Kind of a statement drive by this Panther offense here to open up the third quarter.
Point after try. Snap is down. Kick is up. And this is through the uprights. 14-7, 7:34 left to play in the third. We'll see the BC offense for the first time in the second half next. Derby takes the opening half kickoff, marches down the field 80 yards, and goes ahead of Bishop Carroll 14-7. Here's a high kick from the Panthers. Fielded. Cade Gatchett has it inside the 10 at the 5. Coming near side, finds a running room. Cade Gatchett gets to the open field, cuts back to the middle of the field, and brought down at about the 38. And again, and then we got a flag down here. It's thrown at the 22. This is most likely going to be some kind of a hold or block in the back, but Carroll has done a good job this year. Their average starting position has been about the 38. They would have had it here. But an illegal block in the back is going to bring this thing back. Wow.
Dadgummit.
Don't need that to start off.
Yeah, really nice return right there, nullified by the block in the back penalty.
This is going to back the Golden Eagles back to the 11.
Jiminy Christmas.
Their worst starting field position of the football game. Bishop Carroll's done a great job all year long of answering the call.
They have.
Let's see if they can do it against this Panther defense. Aiden Eden's the senior quarterback in the backfield. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers in the game. Hunter Trail goes in motion. Needens keeps, has room in the middle of the field. Needens had one man to beat and couldn't do it. It's a big gain on the play. He was brought down by Kason Lindsay. Probably saved a touchdown right there. And a nice play on first down. Out to the 32.
Just a quarterback draw on the play there by Needens, well executed. Running right over his right guard right there.
Hunter Trail went in motion out of the backfield, made a linebacker move out, opened up the middle of the field, and a 21-yard gain by Needens. Needens will work out of the shotgun. This time hand off to Trail. Trail wiggles his way through the left side of his offensive line. Picks up about 3 on first down to the 36.
Yeah, just a straight die play there by Hunter. Just tough running. Love that quarterback draw play on 1st and 10.
Great call from the 11.
It was a really good one.
No exchange of the football. You're not throwing it.
Yep.
You get the snap off and get one block, and you're in good shape. 3 receivers off to the right of Needens. Single receiver set here near side. Wants to run the option. Needens able to get some positive yards. He'll have enough for a first down. He needed 6, picked up 6.5. Moved the chains for the Golden Eagles. 6-17 in the quarter.
Senior quarterback, I don't know if he's shaking up a little bit on that play or not. He's a tough kid.
Kind of went down to one knee, but he's going to shake it off.
Yeah, he's shaking it off.
Got popped a couple of times right there. Bishop Carroll trying to answer the Derby score, down 14-7. 2 receivers in the game, 2 tight ends. Trail out of the backfield. Needens wants to run, gets away from pressure, throws the RPO, and tries to get it over of the middle of the field. Jackson Stone Street, the tight end, was his intended target. Kind of got brought down a bit early, maybe by Jace Jenkins, but no flag on the play, so 2nd down and 10.
Kind of letting him play in that secondary right there. Again, kind of a bang-bang play.
Aiden has not been able to connect a whole lot tonight. Give a lot of credit to Derby in their coverage, but he's missed a few as well. Needens hands off to Hunter Trail. Trail scoots through the line, drags a defender. Trail.
I think he might have the first and 10. He does.
5'8", drug a big defensive lineman another 2 yards as Andon Carpenter had a hold of him to pick up the first down. From the 48, Needens hands off. Jadon checks into the football game. Jadon Williams, the junior running back, picks up a couple on first down.
Keep in mind this drive started at the Bishop Carroll 11.
And they're at the Derby 45 for this 2nd down and 8. Clock running, down to 5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Bishop Carroll with a nice drive going, trying to answer Derby's touchdown to open up the second half as they are behind 14-7 for the first time in the football game. 2 receivers in the game, 2 tight ends. Tate Blasey here on the near side as a wideout. Needens wants to go to Blasey, makes the catch at the 40. Not going to be enough for a first down before he's brought down right there at the 40. Jameer Clemens in on the stop. A 3rd down and about 3 to go.
Nice little out pattern there by Tate Blasey. Good timing between quarterback and receiver for a successful play. Big 3rd down here for this Golden Eagle offense. Big 3rd down.
Got to convert if you can. Noah Ferguson and Blasey here on the near side. Holthusen, Noah Mall on the far side. Send Hunter Trail in motion on the far side. There's that quarterback draw again. Needens breaks the tackle, stays on his feet. There's the senior quarterback. Gets it to the 25. It'll be a first down. Quarterback draw has been successful for Needens on this drive twice. And he did a lot of that on his own by breaking some tackles.
Aiden really taking this offense and putting him on his back with some big plays. Pretty impressed right now with number 18, the senior quarterback, Aiden Needens.
First down for Bishop Carroll. Their opening drive of the second half. It's been productive so far.
Really like what I'm seeing out of this Golden Eagle offense right here.
We've stopped the play. Oh, we've got a player for Derby that was tried to run off the sidelines and then just kind of laid down over there. I was wondering why they stopped play. That was Jamar Clemens that checked out of the football game. 3 receivers off to the right of Needens. Hunter Trail in the backfield, single receiver set here on the near side. Trail gets the handoff, tries to spin away from traffic. Able to do so for about another yard. This will be a gain of 4 on the play. Jamar Clemens comes back in, and now we got a Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle down.
I hope that's not.
It looks like a lineman.
Yeah, I hope that's not Ben Purvis. Looking out there.
Can't get a number right now. Looking at the monitor to see if they have a tighter shot, but right now can't see the number of the young man down.
I can't tell.
Yeah, can't get the number. So we are, I believe that is.
That Ben?
I think so, by the look of it.
No, it's not him. I see him standing up out here.
Oh, we're off the air, guys. This thing just timed out. Why did it do that? I mean, we have no freaking signal. Damn it. connection up here. I understand that we're still on YouTube, but we're not on the radio. We're going to try to get this thing kicked back up for the radio if we can. And now I think we're back on the radio side. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden we just lost internet connection, and we were on the YouTube channel for Bishop Carroll, but we lost it on the radio.
Jack Spotted was the injured Golden Eagle on that play.
And Jack is the center, so new center checks in. Needens flips out to Noah Ferguson on second down from the 22-yard line.
Ramirez on the tackle there. Ferguson in the flats. Actually lost maybe a yard or so on that play. So a long, we'll call it 3rd and 8 here for the Golden Eagles. Another big down for this offense.
From the 22, 3 receivers near side, 1 far. Hunter Terrell gets the handoff on 3rd and 8, kind of stumbled out of the gate and gave that Derby defense a chance to really catch up with him right there.
Boy, nothing doing. Tough running between the tackles here tonight.
And going to bring up a big 4th down.
I tried to hard count him, maybe just.
You got to try to see if you can make up some of it somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to just get a little cheap 5 yards out of him, but let's see what happens here.
On 4th down, Needens wants to throw, getting pressure.
Brought everything.
And able to get away from the pressure and then throw it. They marked him down, though, before he threw the football. It did fall incomplete, but they're going to give him the sack way back there,
man.
And that's going to cost Derby some yardage right there.
Yeah, Bishop Carroll some yardage.
I mean, I'm sorry, Bishop Carroll some yardage.
Ah, doggone it. His knee hit? I
didn't see his knee ever go down. I think they just called him in the grasp as he was trying to spin away. So it will be a turnover on downs as Derby will keep the football and send their offense out on the field at their own 34-yard line. Lem Wash, the quarterback. 2 receivers off to his right, tight end on the far side. Wash wants to throw. Looking over the middle, sets up the screen on the far side with blockers. Dylan Edwards has it far sideline. Edwards throws this in the speed and gets a big gain.
There is a flag down.
I don't see the flag anywhere.
Thought I did.
No, it'll be a big first down and big gain for Dylan Edwards on the screen as he gets to the 37-yard line. You might have just seen the yellow on the turf there.
There goes wishful thinking.
Lem Wash out of the shotgun, runs the option, pitch near side. Dylan Edwards trying to turn the corner and not quite able to get around the corner. Cade Gatchett comes up, pushes him out of bounds after about a 1-yard gain.
Well, pressure's on this Golden Eagle defense. Really need to get a stop, turnover. Just keep the Panthers out of the end zone here.
2:06 left to play here in the third quarter, 14-7. Derby on top.
Great football game out here.
Bishop Carroll defense needs a stop. Got 3 turnovers in the first half. Need to try to make something happen here. Edwards and Wash in the backfield. Lem Wash going to keep, run right up the middle, and he's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. There's a good play by this Bishop Carroll defense. Matthew Morrell in on the stop. Jack Ryan in there as well. Boy, we're down below 2 minutes already in this quarter. 14-7, Derby on top of Bishop Carroll.
Boy, big down here, right here for the Golden Eagle defense.
Wash working out of the shotgun, 2 tight ends in the game. Drake Thatcher and Reed Liston at the tight end position.
Watch that option.
Mercer Thatcher here near side, split out. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking over the middle of the field. Reed Liston is there and makes the catch. Had to go up and high point the football. Makes the catch inside the 10 at the 8. It's another big gain over the middle of the field. And a first down and goal for Derby as they get inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone.
Yeah, good job of pass and catch right there by the Panthers.
Wash running the option, headed towards the end zone. He'll walk in and extend this lead out by 2 scores.
Yeah, Derby kind of flexing their muscle here in this third quarter, Doug. They're just making the plays to their credit.
2 possessions here in the third quarter. 2 touchdowns by this Derby offense. Still plenty of time to work with in this football game, though. That's another low kick. Did that one get over the crossbar? It did. Wow. Just barely. 21-7 the score. Derby on top of Bishop Carroll. 59 seconds left here in the quarter. Quick timeout. You're listening to Golden Eagle Football on Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO. Tonight's broadcast of Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle Football brought to you by Auto Tech Service, the Wichita Driving School, Carroll Carpenter Realty, and Continental Truck Accessories. Appreciate all those sponsors being aboard. We've got a good game out here. 21-7 is our score. 2 scores here in the third quarter by this Derby offense. They've been able to march down the field on both. Bishop Carroll's offense had a nice drive going that stalled out on 4th down. Golden Eagle offense needs to make something happen here.
Need a quick strike is what we need. Big play for this Golden Eagle offense.
And they can do it.
Let's just bring this one back to the house right now. How about that?
From the far hash. It's going to be a kick fielded at the 10. Cade Gatchett has it. Going up that near sideline, trying to weave his way through traffic. And he'll be shoved out of bounds on that far sideline. At about the 25. Needham's had opportunities in the first half for big plays down the field. Just kind of missed some open targets. Let's see if he can get another one of those opportunities here on this drive. 53 seconds left to work with here in the third quarter as Bishop Carroll comes out, and they move from right to left or north to south. No wind out here. Plenty of time in this football game to erase a 2-score deficit. Derby leads this series 2-0. Carroll really wants to try to get on the other side of it. Tate Blasey makes the catch. Little flare pass out here to the near side. Nice gain on first down. He'll pick up 6 to the 30. Brought down here on the near side by Jace Jenkins.
Yeah, Blasey with the quick pass. Good, tough yards after the catch.
Sets up
for Tate.
A short yardage situation on second down. 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers. Needens wants to keep himself after faking the belly read to Hunter Trail. He'll be caught at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a gain of 1. He'll bring up a 3rd down and short. That Derby defensive front's done a pretty good job of protecting the middle. Outside of those couple of quarterback draws, they really have. Now we've got a Derby defensive lineman laying on the turf. And I can't get a number for you. We'll try to get it here in a minute as soon as the young man maybe stands up. I think he could just be cramping. By the way it looks, at least setting back up.
You know, temperature was a little warmer today, and boy, if you didn't hydrate leading up to the game, you run the risk of kind of having those cramps. And at kickoff, we had about a 72-degree temperature. It's cooling off a little bit, but still.
12 seconds left here in the quarter for this injury timeout. We're going to keep it right here since we'll be heading to the third quarter pretty soon. Derby leads this series 2-0. It's a 4-game series between these schools. They are going to renew it. Carroll wants to try to get on the winning side here. Good football game in the first half, 7-7 at half. Derby's come out and able to put 2 scores up with their offense here in the second half. This Bishop Carroll offense needs to stay poised here Just keep working your offense. Try to get something down the field if you can and get another score quickly. You don't want to get deep into the fourth, and not really deep, but you really don't even want to get 3 or 4 minutes into the first quarter down 14.
Yep, no doubt about it. Yeah, a quick strike would be exactly what the doctor ordered right here. Quick strike for a touchdown, that is.
Derby at the half was able to see something in the first half that they've been able to come out and kind of expose in the second half, and a lot of that has been the play-action pass and throwing the ball over the middle of the field. They've made their big plays when they've needed them by doing that, and a lot of it has been working Reed Liston out of the tight end position and just dragging him across the field and finding the soft spot to put the football. Now, give Reed a lot of credit. He's made a couple of pretty good catches, and Bishop Carroll's been there in coverage, just could not get the ball knocked down.
That's DJ Spring, Doug, on the injury right there. Linebacker for the Panthers. Okay, big third down play here.
Third down and about 2 to go from the 31. Needens works out of the shotgun. Trail with the football, has to break a couple of tackles, and now we got a flag coming in the interior part of that line. Usually that is a hold. However,
decline it.
Trail runs low to the ground and could have got somebody up in the face mask. Let's see what they call here.
I guess it's going against Derby maybe.
I think they got on his face mask. I think that's going to be the call. They threw it at about the time he was trying to get drugged down. Trail's pointing the other direction, so it was a face mask. Personal foul called against the Panthers. This will mark off big yardage for the Golden Eagles and a first down. Hunter Trail runs so low to the ground, and he's so shifty that when you just try to grab at him, sometimes you get your hands up into the headgear. So that'll mark the ball at the 48. Bishop Carroll 48. 3 seconds left here in the quarter, 21-7. Panthers on top of the Golden Eagles. And that's going to take us to the quarter. They just started the clock right there. Quarter 4 coming up. Derby on top, 21-7. You're listening to Golden Eagle Football on Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO. It is the start of the fourth quarter on a first down. Handoff. Hunter Trail gets away from one tackle and keeps his legs churning. Trail, what should have been about a 2-yard gain, ends up with close to 5. At the Derby 48-yard line is where they'll mark him. Second down. They'll give him 4 and 6.
Golden Eagles playing fast right now, trying to get up the line.
Need to. Yep. Wide side of the field here, the near side, as they work from left to right or south to north. Oscar Gallardo is lined up here on the wide side. One-on-one coverage, no deep safety. I'd like to see him get that one-on-one move. That inside move could be good. Defensive back here on the near side is playing off. 2 receivers in the game, 2 tight ends. Needens looking for Gallardo, and he gets tripped up. And this is going to be a flag. Gallardo was trying to get that inside move. Corey Atkins got into him and knocked him down, and this will be a pass interference call against Corey Atkins.
I tell you what, if this day job doesn't work out, you could be an offensive coordinator because you basically called that play right there before it even happened. Nice job.
You get that much green and you get a receiver like Gallardo with one-on-one coverage and no deep safety, I'm going to him every time.
Yeah. We got a good play-by-play guy here. One of the best around.
Well, I appreciate that. It's always good to work with good people, and you and I have been doing this for a long time.
A couple years.
That's going to be a first down for Bishop Carroll at the Derby 32, just what the doctor ordered here. 11-13 left here. Now 2 receivers come this side. Noah Ferguson and Gallardo. Two receivers on the far side. Ferguson wants to come back to Gallardo. Makes the catch. Needs to make Atkins miss. Good open field tackle.
Yeah.
Corey Atkins got down below the knees, and just a nice open field tackle to limit the gain to about 3 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I love the play call there. Oscar basically had that wide side of the field. Played that little in pattern.
4 receivers set, 3 off to the left of Needham's, 1 here on the near side. Belly faked to Trail, going one-on-one. Gallardo's out there. Did he make the catch?
Touchdown.
Oh, it came out at the end. He had a chance, went over the top of Atkins, tried to haul it in, and as he went to the ground, the ball comes out. Would have been 6, and a tremendous catch by Oscar Gallardo. Could he have hauled it in? Ball was a little bit underthrown. If Needham's would have put a little bit more air under it, maybe a better chance of hauling it in. And it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, Oscar had his
about
defender.
6 to go.
He had him beat, too.
Gallardo with one-on-one coverage here on the near side. It's the short side. 3 receivers on the far. Needham's wants to throw. Hits Trail coming out of the backfield, following some blockers. Trail's going to be close to that stick. He had to get to, it looks like, about the 23. Let's see where they mark him.
4th and short.
It is going to be 4th down and short. Need about a full yard here.
Clock is rolling at 10:16 here in the 4th quarter.
Down 2 scores, offense stays on the field. Needham's hands off. Trail gets hit in the backfield, churns it. Does he stretch out for it? He's only 5'8", and he was being drugged from behind.
Surely he got it.
Colson Searing was dragging him. And let's see where they mark it. I think this is going to call for a measurement. Boy, he had to get just inside.
Hunter's pretty disappointed, I think, in the
23.
spot. Of
Well,
the
he
football.
stuck the ball out at the end, and they didn't look like they really gave him that stretch.
Boy, howdy.
Our white hat's going to call. Had to get inside the 23, between the 23 and 22 to pick up the 1st down. And they're going to say, no, he didn't get it. They didn't even mark it. Didn't even bring the chains out to measure. That's not a great spot. It looked to me like he stretched the football out. So it's a turnover on downs on 4th down for Bishop Carroll.
Wow. That's a tough one.
Dusty Trail is not happy. He went out to the numbers to make sure that the official knew he wasn't happy right there. So this Derby offense coming back out on the field after 2 scores in the 3rd quarter. Got to get a stop or a turnover right here. Down 21-7. Wash wants to keep it himself. Finds running room. And that's what you have to limit.
Yeah.
Is those big gains on 1st down. Wash, I think, is going to have enough. Maybe for the first now they'll mark him a tad shy, but picks up 9, 2nd and short. You open up the field right there completely on these kind of downs for 2nd and short to take your shot downfield. You got to start eliminating those plays on 1st down. The second half, Derby's done a much better job of doing that. 9:42 and counting. Wash works out of the shotgun. 2 receivers off to his right. Has a couple of tight ends in the game. Hands off to Dylan Edwards. Makes a brilliant move at the line of scrimmage to break free. Comes near side and then shoved out of bounds at the 49. Big gain.
Great recognition by the sophomore. That hole was filled up. He popped back out. Used that running lane to the sideline right there very, very effectively. Pretty smart play there by the running back, Dylan Edwards.
The only good thing that came out of that play is he went out of bounds to stop the clock at 9:31. The bad thing is he's at the 49 of Bishop Carroll with a new set of downs. Washington Edwards in the backfield, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers in the football game. Football here on the near hash.
Need to dial up a turnover here if you're the Golden Eagles.
Bishop Carroll looks like they might try to bring a little bit of pressure. Wash fakes the belly read, finds a running lane. Able to spin out of trouble. Boy, if it wasn't for Bishop Carroll able to hang on with Ryan Birch, Wash would have went to the end zone. That's a gain of 13 on 1st down. Get it to the 34-yard line of Bishop Carroll. Golden Eagle defense. Gut check time right here. Need to bow up. This Derby offensive line's big. Been wearing on them pretty much this second half. 270, 215, 305, 290, 290 across the front.
Some big boys.
Two receivers off to the right of Wash. Wash is going to keep. This time he is caught at the line of scrimmage. Better job right there of making some plays. Matthew Morrell, one of the guys in on the stop. Flag does come in, thrown in the area of offensive holding. Let's see if this backs Derby up, and
That's
it will.
what it is. All right, man, you just need to get the ball turned over here. You know, Derby's going to keep the ball on the ground, so you need to, when you tackle, you need to try to strip the ball clean, create a fumble if you can.
That's a big penalty. It moves the ball back to the 44-yard line. Still going to be first down, but they've got to get it inside the 25 to the 24 to pick up the first down. Boy, if you can get another big loss right here, really set yourself up. Three receivers off to the right of Lim Wash, one here to the near side, football on the near hash. Wash will work out of the shotgun as he has all night long with Dylan Edwards right behind him. Surveying the defense, changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Wants to drop back and throw. Throws over the middle. There is Reed Liston out of the tight end position and coming near side. Liston turns on the Jets, headed for the goal line, and he'll get in for a touchdown. Just a tight end drag route across the middle of the field. It has hampered this Bishop Carroll defense all night long, and Liston then gets the yak yards afterwards to score the 6.
Well, good downfield blocking too. Liston basically followed his blockers after the catch. Well-executed play there, and Derby just kind of flexes their muscle and blows this one open somewhat.
Extra point attempt to come. Snap down, kick up, better kick, and through the uprights, 28-7.
Flag. It's got to be a little extracurricular activity probably.
Well, we'll sort this out before we hit the break. Boy, after a 7-7 game and a half, it has been all Derby here in the second half. And let's see what we got the call from our white hat. Unsportsmanlike. That's going to go against Derby. So this will be assessed on the kickoff. 28-7. You're listening to Golden Eagle Football. Fox Sports Radio, Wichita, KGSO. Tonight's broadcast of Golden Eagle Football brought to you in part by Burwell Construction, Shocker Pools, Wichita Driving School, and our friends at Continental Truck Accessories. Show your truck some love at Continental Truck Accessories, 28-7. Derby has scored every time they've touched the football offensively here in this second half. Short kickoff fielded by Cade Gatchett, and then he gets popped. He'll get up to the 30. Not a lot on the return. He fielded it at about the 27 and gets it up to the 39.
Well, need a quick strike here for the Golden Eagles, down 3 touchdowns. 8:18 left to go in the contest.
Passing game hasn't quite clicked tonight for the Golden Eagles. Let's see in this last 8:18 if they can get something to happen with it. They'll work out of a 4-receiver set. Tate Blasey, Noah Ferguson go split to the far side. A couple of receivers here on the near. Needs looking to his left. Wants to throw left. Now steps away from the pressure and lets this one go out of bounds. Tate Blasey was the intended target on the far side. Good coverage down the field by Derby. They're just going to play some zone coverage. You got to find some spots inside that zone. Not going to let anything behind him at this point.
You bet.
Defensive backs playing about 5-6 yards off of all the receivers.
Well, throw underneath that zone coverage and try to get some yards after catch action.
Colson Siring, the middle linebacker, has done a good job tonight of making sure that Hunter Trail doesn't get out underneath that coverage. Matt Holshusen goes in motion now from right to left, sets up a 3-receiver set. Option play coming near side. Aiden's going to keep. And he'll gain about 4 on the play. There's that hit by Colson Siring. Kid's a smart middle linebacker.
He's always around the football, Siring is.
Reads the field very well. 3 receivers to the left of Needens. Gallardo, single set here on the near side. It's the short side of the field with the football on the near hash. Needens has time. Steps away, throws downfield, caught by Tate Blasey. It'll be enough for a first down as it's caught at the 37-yard line. Nice gain there. Needens buying a little bit of time. Blasey.
The throw was low there to Tate. He had to go down low to get it.
Had to come back for the football, trying to help his quarterback out.
Nice job.
4-receiver set. From the 37. Wants to throw to Trail out of the backfield. And guess who is there to meet him right when he makes the catch?
Siring.
Colson Siring. In on the stop. And it'll be a loss of 2 on the play. Back to the 39. 7 minutes left to play here in the game. Down 28-7 are the Golden Eagles. Got to score quickly. Got to stretch the field if you can. 4 receivers in the game. 2 split to both sides of Needens. Needens throws over the middle. Caught. Noah Ferguson makes the catch. And Derby's going to try to fight for the ball. We had a late whistle right there. Noah Ferguson had the catch.
Yeah. I mean, he's down. He might have wrestled.
Yeah, it's a first down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He wrestled it away on the
Sure,
ground.
but
But it was a late whistle there.
Yeah.
And it is a first down to the 22 of Derby. It was a great effort by Case and Lindsey there.
Yeah.
But I can't believe the whistle was so late. 3 receivers here near side, 1 to the far. Needens wants to throw. Coming to the middle of the field, making the catch. And could have been a late hit on Tate Blasey. Blasey, a 6 foot, 155-pound sophomore. Just goes down to his knees and makes the catch. Pick up 8 yards, and they'll be inside that Continental Truck Accessories red zone.
Tate's played a good game tonight.
6:15 and counting here in the football game. From the 15, low snap. Needens picks up, throws, has a man out there, caught, and a touchdown. Bishop Carroll Golden Eagles, Jackson Stone Street. A 6 foot, 200-pound senior tight end. Scores 6.
Flag.
I think this is going to be a late hit.
Roughing the passer, maybe?
I think it's going to be a late hit on Needens.
Okay, good.
He rolled out after picking the fumbled snap up and was able to connect with Jackson Stone Street. Stone Street caught the 2-point conversion in the Junction City game to give Bishop Carroll the win. And it was a late hit against Needens. That'll be marked off on the kickoff. So Bishop Carroll able to punch one in here. 6:04 still to play.
Yep.
They've got time.
Yep.
But they got to keep. They got to get the defenses. Got to get a good stop or a turnover quickly. Extra point attempt coming up. Hosea Garcia set to try to punch this through. Snap down, kick up.
Good.
And he is on the money. 28-14 our score. Another quick timeout. Back after this, you're listening to Golden Eagle Football on Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO. 28-14 your score, Panthers on top. This will be an interesting decision by Coach Terrell. After the penalty, Bishop Carroll will kick off from the Derby 45. Garcia's going to do the honors here. Derby will play kick safe. And there's the pooch kick, but too hard. Boy, it goes out of bounds. I mean, basically you netted 5 yards right there. I mean, he just put too much foot in it. And Dusty's going to go out and talk to him about this deal.
Yeah, Derby will set up shop at the 35 with that kick.
So
out of bounds.
You netted 10.
10.
That's it.
Ah.
6:04. Derby will get the football at their own 35. We got a conference with the officials. I'm not quite sure what the conference is about.
Would have liked to have seen that pooch kick, with a little bit more air underneath it. One of those punt-like trajectories, but nothing doing.
What are they doing? They're marking it at the 25.
I don't know why.
Guess they're starting at the 25.
I don't either.
We had one earlier and they brought it to the 35, so I'm not sure why they marked it at the 25 right here.
I'm not
sure. I guess you do net another 5 out of this, or another 10 out of this deal. Lim Wash, the quarterback. Edwards, the tailback. Been like that all night. 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers. Wash wants to run, keeps. We'll see a lot of this. And he picks up about 7 on first down as he goes to the far side of the football field and sets up a second down and 7.
Clock is rolling. 5:49 to go in this contest.
We're going to see a whole lot of Dylan Edwards and Lim Wash right here.
Yes, indeed.
They'll only throw if they have to. 2 tight ends in the game, 2 receivers in the game. Kind of a look they've went with pretty much this entire second half, an adjustment they made at halftime. Wash gets the snap, fakes the belly read, keeps, comes near side, wiggles his way across the line to gain, picks up a first down and down at the 40. As Matthew Morrell is in on the stop for Bishop Carroll. Clock is running, 5:18 and counting. Left in the football game, down 28-14. Derby's offensive line has really done a good job here in the second half of sustaining some blocks and opening some holes. We didn't see that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, they made great adjustments at halftime. Give them a lot of credit.
And gave Wash some time to throw the football down the middle of the field a lot here in the second half. Dylan Edwards gets the handoff. And again, on first down, just yards. Big chunk yards. Gets 9, sets up a second down and short. As they flirt with the 50, they'll mark him at the 49, their own 49.
Edwards does start way deep in that backfield, but by the time he gets that handoff, he has got
ahead of steam.
A full stride, yep. And he hits that hole quickly with that full stride.
Derby going to take their time. They'll milk the game clock and the play clock, snap it with probably somewhere around 2 as we're approaching the 4-minute mark left in the game. Dusty does have all 3 timeouts. Wash in the backfield along with Edwards. And they snap it with 4. Wash just going to keep and run far side along that Derby sideline.
Did go out of
he
bounds.
Goes out of bounds and stops the clock. Picks up the first down after a gain of about 5. And into Bishop Carroll territory at the 46.
Kind of surprised you didn't cut it up right there to stay in the field of play.
So is Brandon Clark.
Again, another teaching moment in the film room.
Bishop Carroll with 3 turnovers in this game. They've won the turnover battle, but down by 14. All 3 turnovers came in the first half, with the big pick 6 being one of them. Lim Wash from the shotgun. 2 receivers split to both sides. Edwards gets the handoff, makes a move, and then stopped at the line of scrimmage, maybe behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1. In on the stop, a couple of guys. Braden Weber was in there, the sophomore, along with Matthew Morrell. Second down and 11. That's what you need on first down.
Yeah.
Got to get those stops like that. Can't let them have 8 or 9, and Derby's done a good job of picking up big chunk yards on first down all half long.
Precious seconds just drip off that clock at 3:30 left to go.
Two receivers split both sides. Bishop Carroll going to show a little pressure here with Matthew Morrell and then stop back and drop back out of it.
Brandon's got to
Brandon's going to take a timeout.
He's not pleased either.
No. 3:22. We'll stop the clock. 28-14. We'll take this final timeout with them before we get to the end of the game. You're listening to Golden Eagle Football on Fox Sports Radio Wichita. KGSO. Coming out of a Derby Panther timeout, 2nd down and 11 from the Golden Eagle 47-yard line. 3:22 left to work here in the game. Wash in the backfield. Reed Liston goes in motion, fakes the handoff to him, gives to Edwards.
Nice
Nobody fooled. Matthew Morrell in there on the stop. Jack Ryan helped clean things up. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 3rd down and 10 to go.
Well, Doug, the Goddard Lions going to get a big win tonight, 39-13 against Ark City right now.
They'll go 3-0 on the season. My buddy Tommy Beeson, head coach out there at Goddard. And another timeout for Bishop Carroll. We'll keep it right there. 3rd down and 10. You can't give up even 5 or 6 right here because I think if you do, I'm not too sure Derby doesn't go for it and try to pick it up and eat some more time off the clock. You really need a big stop right here. You get a big stop right here, you take another timeout, you can stop the clock and force the punt at that point in time.
Boy, Newton and Mays all knotted up at 27 late in the game.
Chris Jacks, head coach up at Newton, used to be here at Bishop Carroll, now up at Newton, been up there a couple of years, has really started to turn that program around. They played this Derby team tight last week. Derby ends up kind of breaking it open in the second half, similar to what they did here. But Newton's starting to show their hand as a pretty good football team with Coach Jacks.
Railers.
And Mays has been playing well. I mean, Mays has, I think, scored in the 50s their first 2 weeks out.
Wichita Collegiate, big win, 48-0 over Hill City tonight.
Statewide scoreboard coming up 10 o'clock tonight. You can hear it on both KQM and KGSO.
I'm going to listen in.
Andy Hoosier and John Wright hosting tonight. 4 receivers on the game, 3rd down and 10. Liston comes in motion. Near side, want to run the option, pitch out. Dylan Edwards has it with a running lane across the middle of the field inside the 30. Edwards turns on the Jets and then is shoved out of bounds, but not until he gets to the 12-yard line. Nothing fancy about that. It is exposing the edges. We talked about it in the pregame, and Dylan Edwards was able to do it right there and pick up a huge gain on 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Edwards right there had a head of steam and took the option pitch right there. He had the wide side of the field to work with, and huge running lane right there for the sophomore.
In the Continental Truck Accessories red zone, Lim Wash keeps himself trying to break some tackles. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 5. Gets up to the 6. Clock will continue to run at 2:54 and counting. Derby up 28-14 rather, and could add another one here late.
Derby does have the possibility of a first down here. They get it to about the 3-yard line. They get a first down, but call it 2nd and 6 here inside the Continental red zone. Truck accessory red zone, that is.
Bishop Carroll 2-0 coming into this game. Derby 1-1. Lim Wash pitches out. Late long pitch to Dylan Edwards. Makes a guy miss, then breaks a tackle. Heads to the pylon. Did he get in? Touchdown, Derby.
Wow.
That was all Dylan Edwards. Made a guy miss in the backfield, broke another tackle, and then just hit the pylon on that far end zone.
Well, Dylan's father, Leon, you called it earlier.
Looked just like that.
Yeah, exactly. Played for Wichita Southeast, and I tell you, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, as that looked exactly like his father on that run.
Leon broke many records in the City League for Wichita Southeast.
Played at Kansas State collegiately.
Here is a low kick.
Man.
And he gets it through the uprights again.
They aren't pretty,
no,
those
not at
after
all.
touchdowns, but they are effective.
2:15 left to play. We'll keep it right here and take you right up to the end of the game. And that right there, my friends, was probably the nail.
Yeah.
As Derby will most likely go to 2-1 on the season. Bishop Carroll will go to 2-1. The Golden Eagles will be back here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium for their 4th home game in a row against Dodge City next week before they finally have to go on the road up at Lawrence.
I think Dodge City and Garden City are playing the Hatchet game tonight, I believe. Let me see if I can't find a score. I think maybe Garden City might have the 14-8. Garden City has the lead in that game. It's not over. It's in the 4th quarter.
I talked to Dusty Trail earlier tonight. We sat in his office for about 15, 20 minutes and had a chat. One of the things that he was worried about, I think, has played out in this game, and that was just the physicality and the size of Derby possibly wearing on his defensive front. And I'm not putting, obviously, all this on the defensive front, but I do think in the second half, the offensive line of Derby did take command of this football game. They gave Lim Wash time to be able to throw the football over the middle of the field, which you need 3 to 4 seconds to do, especially coming out of the tight end position. And then they opened up some holes for both him and Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was a concern of Coach Trell coming into this game. Here is a high kick, and a fair catch is going to be made by Matt Holzhusen over on the far side. It'll be Bishop Carroll Golden Eagle football at their own 33, down big 35-14 with 2:15 left to play here.
Derby most likely will play in that prevent defense. You'll see their safety and defensive backs play well off the football.
We'll see how aggressive Coach Trell decides to get here. If he will take some shots down the field. Has Gallardo, Noah Ferguson, Chase Marsh here on the near side. Tate Blasey, a lone receiver on the far side. Needens drops back, now has to escape pressure. Rolls to his right, throws down the field. Oscar Gallardo makes the catch and gets away from a defender. Gallardo up to the 30, shoved out of bounds. At the 28, there's no quit in that senior or Needens as he bought time, moved to his right, and Gallardo makes a nice catch. Big gain on the play.
Nice job just being creative, getting open, shaking off his defender was Oscar Gallardo on that play.
Going to go quickly. Needens drops back, looks right, now goes left. Flings it out there to Tate Blasey, makes the catch. The sophomore to the one. Tate Blasey making a nice catch on the far side. Really had to work his route to get away from the defender on that far side of the field.
Well, Blasey on the out pattern. Needens went toward him, and he broke down the field. A good job between quarterback and receiver.
Jameer Clemens got turned around from the one. Carroll trying to add a score here late. Handoff to Hunter Trail, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop is Jace Jenkins, outside linebacker for Derby. And the clock continues to run at 1:21. Dusty does have 2 timeouts left, but he'll move quickly here.
I'd roll my quarterback out.
Needens hands off to Trail. And did he get in? Looks like he got over the line.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Bishop Carroll, Golden Eagles. They do answer and add one here late. 1:11 left to play in the game. That will not make Brandon Clark happy giving up a touchdown that quickly.
Going to kick the PAT here.
Extra point attempt on the way. Needens is the holder. Garcia the kicker. High snap. Needens gets it down, and they punch it through. 35-21, 2-score game again. 1:11 left to play. Now you'll see this onside kick.
Onsides are let's execute.
Hands team will come out. At least that's what we called it back in the day. They probably have a fancy name for it now.
Double
I don't
hands.
know how much.
Double hands.
I don't know
team.
how much more fancier you can get than hands team, but I'm sure they've got something like Zorro or Rufus or something that they call. Gets that squad out. They'll come out for Derby. And they'll put a bunch of fast gunner guys here on the field for Bishop Carroll trying to get this thing.
So, Polly will do the honors here. Just need to drill it right off of one of these front up guys for the Derby Panthers is what we need to do.
Got to get a good bounce and get this thing to go up high.
That's
and he
good.
got the good
Yeah,
bounce.
that's the
Good
good
boy.
bounce.
Derby doing a nice job of just getting on top of it. Jack Heilman able to recover. So Derby will get the football, 1:10 to play.
Yeah, they can.
Dusty's got 2 timeouts. We'll see if he elects to use them, depending on what Derby comes out and does here.
If he takes a knee, which I don't know if he'd do, Dusty won't use the timeouts, but
I'll be shocked if they come out in victory formation here. Let's see what they decide to do. One thing you don't want to do is get Lim or Dylan hurt here in the last minute.
That's for sure.
Of the game,
that's
up
why
2
I
scores. Lim Wash is going to be in the shotgun. He may just go back and take the knee. No, he's going to hand it off to Dylan Edwards. Edwards slides forward off the right side for a couple. He'll get close to the 50, and Dusty is going to take a timeout and stop it at 105. And I think that's what Brandon wants him to do, is just make him forced to use those timeouts and then get to the point where maybe you can take the knee. But you got 2nd down and 8 coming up here, so
Yep.
he'll be able to stop it again after this down. And then nothing more. It was an exciting game in the first half, and really we've had some exciting plays in the second half. I think a couple of missed opportunities in the first half for Bishop Carroll, especially in the passing game. I think they had some opportunities in that first half where they could have maybe even opened up a 2-lead score. They score first on the Morrell interception, 48 yards.
You know, this is a game, though, even in a loss, this will make you a better football team. This will be the first blemish, on this Golden Eagle football team here for a loss.
Carroll gets stopped on 4th and short inside the red zone in the first half.
We're on a tough mark, really tough
It really
spot.
was. Wash out of the shotgun. Going to come near side now, change his direction. Has a opening on the far side. He will be brought down. He'll pick up the first down,
now
and I don't think Dusty will use the last time out. I think they'll let this run out at this point in time, because even if he does, they're just going to go in victory formation. Clock will start once they move the chains. From the 39. Now you may see them go into victory formation for Derby, knowing that Dusty elected not to use a timeout right there. Clock starts at 48 seconds, and they will bunch them up. And it's going to take us, after this snap, to the end of the game. Bishop Carroll going to fall to 2-1 on the season. 3rd year in a row. They will not be able to get past the Derby Panthers. As Wash takes a knee. Derby will go to 2-1 on the season as well, and give the Panthers a lot of credit after a rough week 1 against Mill Valley and really getting it handed to them. And Brandon Clark joined us on the Coaches Show this last Tuesday. One of the things we talked about during that time was, as Brandon said, look, we got our butts kicked in week 1. And it was an eye-opener for a team that had not lost in a couple of years and won back-to-back state championships. He said, our guys came back and went in the weight room and worked harder than I've seen them work in a long time, because they know that that's where they have to get again. And give them a lot of credit. They come in here tonight to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. They play a tough Bishop Carroll team, and they get out of here with a 35-21 win. We're going to go to our final timeout here of the night. And we'll come back and wrap this thing up from Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. 35-21, Golden Eagles fall. Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO. Your final score here. Score from Bishop Carroll Family Stadium tonight. Derby Panthers hand the Golden Eagles their first loss of the season, 35-21. For me, Walt, the second half, adjustments were made by Coach Brandon Clark and the Derby Panthers, and I think part of those adjustments was he got into his offensive line pretty good because they came out in the second half. They played much better. They gave Lem Wash time to throw the football over the middle of the field. Reed Liston had a great game from the tight end position, just dragging across the middle, making big catches, and then getting yak yards afterwards. And then they opened great holes for Dylan Edwards and Lem to run through. And that, to me, was the difference in the game. Bishop Carroll in the first half, I thought had opportunities to score throwing the football. Aiden was off a little bit in the first half. Mm-hmm. Second half, they did a much better job. Receivers, Tate Blasey had a great game for a sophomore tonight.
You bet.
And so, but I think the difference really came is that Derby offensive line took control of the football game in the second half.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Excuse me, adjustments made by Derby at halftime, and boy, they just made up their mind and really executed well as far as the offensive series goes. Again, given Wash and Edwards plenty of running room and making big chunks of yards, especially first down. I mean, their first down yardage was, they were getting 8, 10, and 12 yards a clip in their first down situations just on the ground.
Yeah, you can't set a Derby offense up at 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2.
No,
it opens up the playbook, and we saw that tonight what the end result was. So Bishop Carroll goes to 2-1. They have their final home game of the 4-game opening series next weekend right here at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. They'll take on Dodge City,
who lost tonight 14-8 in the Hatchet game against Garden City.
So Dodge City comes here, and then Bishop Carroll will go on the road to a very good Lawrence Lions football team as well in Week 5. Final score tonight, Derby 35, Bishop Carroll 21. Statewide scoreboard show coming up here at the top of the hour. Andy Hoosier and John Wright will be your host. You'll hear from correspondents throughout the state. They'll run down all the scores throughout the state. For Walt Bettis, Doug Downs, another good night of high school football. Week 3, close the book on it. We're wrapping it up. Fox Sports Radio Wichita, KGSO.